Welcome to the 69th episode of the Cvrtcast. We're with Godfast,
Hi.
Jason Cornelius,
of the White Kingdom.
Jejun,
Hey.
and we're accompanied by a special guest, Bueno, who is like a total maverick filmmaker behind such great films as Gun Caliber, Strega, and he also does his own stunts and stuff. He's a total badass, and he's working on a game right now. Bueno, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks. Nice to be here.
So, this is how we stumbled upon your work. We were watching Crying Free Sex, and we saw your cameo in it. Can you talk about the whole experience with that?
Well, I had two cameos. Which one are you talking about?
Like the first two, where you're like
the first two. There's only two that I was in it.
Yeah.
Or no, there's three. I was in three. I was in the third one too. Yeah.
I didn't see you in the third one at all.
I was like in the third one. One of the aliens had me on a leash.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I think I remember
think
that.
Were you wearing a mask? I remember.
No, I
like
wasn't
that.
wearing a mask. I was
Okay.
I was showing my face even though I didn't want to. And then, like, yeah, I was on a leash, and she was like mounted like a Miho from Gun Caliber. She was like mounted on top of me or something like that. And I was all like, "Oh, here we go!" And then like, but like the first one, I was just a mechanic, and then I was watching them have sex, and they asked me if they wanted to join, if I wanted to join them. I just stared at them.
Yeah.
And then the second one in Crime Free Sex 2.
Yeah, you're
That was the one where I was having sex with the fat chick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was just there because I was like, okay, fine. He called me to set up, so might as well just do it. And then I was all like, okay, you're gonna have sex today. I'm like, okay, is it? Who is it? And then like he's like, oh, she has a dynamite body, and then it turns out to be some fat chick, and I'm like,
Yeah, sorry about
the
that.
fat chicks.
yeah, I was all like, why couldn't you give me somebody like freaking like Hatano Yui or like Otsuki Hibiki? And they're all like, we don't have that kind of budget. Get real. I'm like, whatever.
Did this happen during February?
I can't remember when it happened. No, it was
Okay.
it was definitely during the winter. I think it was.
Okay,
it
well,
probably was February. Maybe.
Okay,
June,
well that
maybe-
explains it, dude. It was Fat Bitch February.
Hey man, the looks
exists?
matching is real, and it's always brutal, man. Like I hate to say it.
So that exists. That's like a new holiday they made. Is that another thing that the Zoomers made up?
That's your territory.
All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I just got called to set and did it, walked out.
Yeah, dude. That's how we like. Since I've stumbled upon your work before, like Strega, I've known about it for a while now.
Yeah.
So when I saw the fucking cameo, I was like, "Holy shit! What the fuck is this like? World of Japanese expatriates just crammed up into this one bizarre English production with so much like ambition behind it, and literally no one has seen it."
Yeah, it's a lot of ambition, not enough budget, huh?
Yeah, a lot of ambition.
He wasn't
all this
do all this
time.
shit. Yeah, he wasn't do all this crazy shit, but like it was just like, it's all green screen, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
But like
It was quite charming.
but like, in the first one, what was crazy is that they rented that actual car. Like the what is it? Which car was it? It was like it was like a BMW or something like that.
I think so. Yeah, I thought that was
like the sports car.
A PNG. I thought that was just
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was they actually had the car brought into like the studio.
What the fuck?
He rented that car, and I was all like, "Holy!" Fuck. And then like, so that's why on the shoot I was impressed. But like when I saw how it looked afterwards, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" But like, that's the kind of the charm, right? The fact that it looks bad is what makes it funny.
Yeah,
because it's
pretty
like
much.
like I tend to watch a lot of movies just for what they are.
Mhm.
So if something is like low budget, it's because it was shot low budget because that's the limitations of the film. So there's
Mhm.
I'm I used to be obviously like everybody, especially like young people, they're just all like, "Oh, well, that's CG."
Perfectionist, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like everything. It's like, "Oh, well, that's CG," or "Oh, this looks cheap," or whatever. Like
Mhm.
now that I've become like a little more older and like also like have a lot of experience with like both small and big productions, I
Mhm.
came to appreciate both a bit more. And so like obviously that's not going to be like a lot of people. This is because like to the general consensus, it's like what they see on the screen is like that's what counts, right? Regardless of whether it looks good or not. So I can understand that, but at the same time, since I'm from a production side, I can understand if something looks cheap or looks expensive, but I can appreciate both.
Yeah. I mean, for this case especially, it's kind of like an artistic thing to like make it like as funny or as silly as possible because it's like the guy is like a zany individual as
Well, I
well.
think like to make it's easy to make something funny when you have less of a budget because like
Yeah.
you're just working with what you got, but the idea is big. So that's what kind of makes it. It's like trying to watch a fat person do a high jump, and then like that it's gonna end up in disaster. That's what kind of like why you kind of laugh before you even see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
yeah.
like that's why like it's that's what kind of makes it funny. And like
Sometimes
like
being
and
able to see the seams is also
yeah
funny.
yeah like it's also a thing that like a lot of films need to be able to like kind of laugh at themselves more. That's why like all the old stuff like National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1,
Yeah.
Naked Gun, Police Squad,
Yeah.
all those films that kind of like they're able to kind of make fun of themselves, and those are like what kind of create like some genuine laughs because it like parodies everything that we see in other films which are a parody of reality.
Mhm.
So that's why I think like being able to do comedy doesn't require a lot of budget. What it
Mhm.
requires is like basically kind of comedic sense. And like, okay, well, if I find this funny, or if one of the other people on this shoot finds this funny, then it should be funny, right?
Yeah,
But like, it also depends on your sense of humor. So
especially, yeah.
yeah, it's a tough barometer, to get right. But when you do, like the results are hilarious.
Yeah, comedy is like probably one of, if not the cheapest genre to produce, but like you have to have talent behind it or it's just gonna suck.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
there's a
like
reason
like
you'll see so many low budget comedy films,
yeah, like before we started, I was talking about Drama 24. It was like basically like a time slot for TV Tokyo to have these low budget late night TV dramas, whether it be like a comedy or an actioner or a suspense drama or whatever. So these don't have any budget, but like the fact that they were entertaining is what made them so good, right?
Oh yeah.
So they worked with what they had. So like instead of having like CG or like high speed cameras, they would do the slow motion for real. They would act out the slow motion.
Oh my gosh.
And then like they would change like a filter on the camera or something like that, or like, and they would have like they had like, for example, if they had food, they would spill the food all over the place, but they would like put like wires and strings like on the food and float it in the air to like simulate the slow motion. But so it's done on the cheap, and it's stupid, but you can't help but laugh at it because it's stupid.
Yeah.
It's like they're in on the joke too,
Yeah, like again, they're able to laugh at themselves, right? So that's why I kind of make my stuff the way it is too, because like again, it's indie and it's on a budget, and we don't have like a huge budget, so it's like fuck it, just let it all hang out,
It's very
Mhm.
like raunchy and over the top, and I think that's what gives it a lot of its charm. You know what's funny? They were talking about the cameo.
Oh, the
I
client free
wasn't there.
sex, or
Yeah, no, I didn't. I wasn't there for that, but I remember because they were talking about like low budget stuff. I don't want to go into too much details because there's already people after me. But my friend has done like a lot of like kind of smaller like film production stuff, and I was kind of trying to get into talks with him of making like my own Toku movie. And I remember like I was trying to look for inspiration. I think I came across your videos actually. The what was it? The Tokusatsu Film School videos. I don't
yeah,
remember which ones I watched specifically, but then from there I went on to watch Strega and stuff.
yeah. All it takes is just getting started. Like
Mhm.
I mean, a lot of people. There's like a whole bunch of people who messaged me and they're like, "How do I make a Kamen Rider? How do I make a Super Sentai? How to do all this?" Like, just make your own, man. Like, it doesn't. The Kamen Rider really need to be in the title. Does Super Sentai really need to be in the title? Just like,
It shouldn't be because it's just like
yeah,
if you're are you just making fan fiction or something, or are you gonna make something
yeah.
original?
You got to make, yeah, like, because like they're already there. Like, they're not gonna go away. Even though Sentai's
Oh,
taking a break,
yeah.
like they're still there on the shelf, and you can take a look at it anytime you want. It's not going away. So you might as well make your own spin on it, make
Mhm.
your own thing. And for some reason, there's a lot. I don't know. I guess it's just like a lot of like socially inept people. Like they just don't really, they don't know. They don't know, like, because like, again, like they have all these ideas, but like they don't know how to collaborate. Right? All the Tokufans, they
Mhm.
have no idea how to like collaborate because like they're so into themselves and not each other. So like they don't. And like
Like very
when you
self-interested, right? Is that
yeah,
what you
and when
mean?
you film something, you obviously need people.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
do it all by yourself, and so like um, when egos inflate and you're on a shoot, like nothing comes of it. Like you have to have structure, and you have to have a captain who steers the ship, and you have to have people who are helping steer it. You can't have like a whole bunch of cooks in the kitchen trying to be like, well, we should do this and this and this. It has to be. You have to work as a machine. You have to work as a team.
Did you
So
hear like when Hideki Anno, when he was working on Shin Kamen Rider, like I think he almost got into fist fights with the action director because the action director was trying to make I don't remember exactly because I think Anno wanted the fights to be more quote unquote realistic despite still trying to recreate the special effects from the original show. And I just remember here there's like this back and forth between them. I think the actors got involved somewhere too, just really over the top situation.
yeah, like, so what happened was basically, even though this isn't my own movie, what happened basically was like the action director. He's like the same action director who did like Kamen Rider Amazons, right?
Mhm.
So he's part of the action team Goku, and so they're doing the action. They even did like video storyboards. They sent it to Anno, and Anno was all like, "Oh, so they just want to do like Marvel stuff, right?" And he was disappointed because he doesn't want to do that. And so like even when they had like meetings with him, they asked him, "Do you want this to look like the original Kamen Rider? Like, do you want it shot like that? Do you want choreography like that? Do you want to film something different? Is this a homage or is it original? Like what is it?" And then he's just like, and Anno wouldn't tell him. He's like, "I just want to film something that feels like Kamen Rider."
Yeah.
Because like that's one of the problems with Anno, right? It's like it's all in his head. He doesn't really convey it to anybody about like what he's
Yeah.
shooting. That's the
I
problem,
know.
right? So that's why like that's why he got. I don't know if you see the making of. Um, he was like they're making the finale, and then he's just like, okay, like Anno's like, did you do the choreography? Like, yeah, we're doing it like you instructed. Where like they're gonna be all like doing it, like be all like roughing each other up and stuff like. And then Anno's all pissed. He's like, "I wanted that from the beginning. I told you that, or else it's gonna look fake." And then like nobody understands what the fuck he wants, right?
Yeah.
Like nobody understands. So it's like, and then like so the action director is just like, well, like, you can't just go on and make like a full-on real fight scene because the actors are gonna get hurt. So I guess I should just quit. I should just
Didn't
go
one of
home.
the actors actually
like-
get hurt during the movie?
They didn't actually, like, I think, yeah, like the lead.
Or I think it
and
was a
stuff like
minor
that.
injury because I think
Yeah.
the
His
Kuma
leg.
augment, like, yeah. Ironically,
But,
it's like, yeah.
But like the action director's like my job is to create a safe environment for stylistic action that can be caught on film. And if I'm told that my job isn't good enough, I obviously do not deserve to be here. And then Ano's all like, "Look, I'm sorry." like he stays, and then they finished it. But like pretty much like you see the making of it, it's just like the three actors are spending like so much time trying to figure out how the hell are we gonna choreograph this ourselves without an action director. It like it was just weird. That's why like a lot of people like when they felt like the movie, like if you're a true quote unquote Kamen Rider fan, they didn't like it. Like Hideki Kamiya, the guy who he's the director of Devil May Cry and Bayonetta, right?
Yeah.
Like he was all like, they asked him on his YouTube, like, so did you like any of the Shin Ono films? Like, my rating for them is number 1 would be Shin Godzilla, number 2 would be Shin Ultraman, and number 3 would be Shin Kamen Rider. It was not good.
I enjoyed Shin Kamen Rider. I like it for what it is. I do think
I
it's
like
the
it too.
weakest of all the Shin films. I remember I'm an American, and when I went to watch when I watched Shin Ultraman in theaters, like I think the audience was more a bit of like older people because it's like kind of like the older generation that grew up with Ultraman. But then when I watched Kamen Rider, it was mostly filled with like a bit of younger people. I'm not even joking. Like when Ichigo gets the fucking scarf, they started clapping like it was a fucking Marvel movie. They like soy face at almost every moment. Like, dude, it was horrible, bro.
Yeah,
like,
sorry about that. That was
hate
me.
Rider.
I'll do better
those
next
are-
time, bro.
Dude, I hate Kamen Rider fans, honestly.
Yeah, those are Tokufans. Those aren't real actual Tokusatsu fans.
And you know what the
Like-
thing is? I kind of want to ask this too with regards like how Toku fans try to make their own thing, because their only real knowledge of Tokusatsu is just Rider, Sentai, maybe a little bit of Ultraman, and some clips of Godzilla, but they don't know like anything else. They don't know like Kikaider, Metal Heroes, Inazuman. Like they don't know anything. Shitaro,
Shanzerion.
anything. Yeah, Shanzerion. Oh, that's a deep cut. Yeah, Gridman.
Yeah,
even.
I mean, like I'm a kind of guy who like appreciates just what he likes. So if somebody asked me like, if you made a Tokusatsu superhero team, who would it be? I'd be like, Riser Glenn, Ryu Gunno, Caesar Visual, and Changerion, and be all like, who's that? Like there's just that's who I would choose.
One
But
of
like
those
they
guys,
wouldn't
the
know what
Green
I'm talking
Ranger.
about. Yeah,
that Tommy?
Ranger. Like if they really liked Tokusatsu, they would have like gone out of their way to just watch something other than just the only 3. They call it the big 3. It's really just the only 3, and even it's not even that anymore because it's going to be like Rider Ultra Space Sheriff now, right? So
yeah, it's weird that like I don't know why they're trying to bring back Gavon again. I like Gavon. I've seen the original show, but like they tried to do the movie reboot, that failed. They tried Space Squad with Deca Ranger, that failed, and now they're gonna try to do it again. I kind of wish they just did like I don't know if people would even be interested in about like maybe just an original metal hero again, Well,
that's what it is.
but it's still called like Gavon though.
Yeah, but it's not.
He looks different, but it's still like Gavon, I guess.
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah, I know what you
It's
mean.
Gavan, but no, it's not Gavan though.
Yeah.
See, this is kind of like the divide, right? Like, I'm in Japan, so I kind of have a more, even though I'm not Japanese, I've been here for 20 years, right? Like, I have a little bit more of an understanding of what possibilities of what it might be, while on the other end of the world, a lot of people are all like, So what is this, you know? So I think like Kamen Rider Decade was shot at the same time as Kamen Rider Double, right?
Mhm.
So people know that now, but they didn't know it at the time. So for all we know, especially with like how things are going with like Ultraman, possibly this could be a short series being shot the same time as something else, using old suits but have a few new ones. I mean, that's what Decade was, right? It's like
Yeah,
he
the
was
big
able to
like
change in.
anniversary season.
It's there's a few things you could do with it. It's an anniversary season, so they could celebrate Heisei riders, and on top of that, they could use the old suits, right, to save money, and then they would make like maybe like one new kaijin, and that's it. So, from a budget standpoint, doing something like Gavan, which has a little bit of a legacy, but at the same time has somewhat of a they've kind of meant like made to build they've kind of built up like a connection between uh Space Sheriff and Super Sentai. So that means they could use Deca Ranger again. They could use especially the Space Squad kind of thing. They could use Juoger again. They could
Maybe
use
the blue SWAT team will actually like properly show up again. That's wishful thinking.
yeah. Well, that's like they could probably do that too. Like those they open up those possibilities since it has connection with like Space Squad and Super Sentai, so they could do those kind of things. But they take baby steps by introducing something that is somewhat fresh, but is still somewhat familiar, so that new people couldn't get into it. But at the same time, older people who watched Gavan before or have heard of Gavan can get into this as well. That's like the at least one like what I feel from like being in Japan and also being in production about how I think it is. I'm not saying that it is that, but like that's possibly what the whole way of production for it is.
I wouldn't put it past them though. I think it makes a lot of sense because if you look at what like Sentai has been doing for like the past few years, it's like almost every season, like I want to say like starting from Kira Major onwards, has like had like anniversary elements in it, like little throwbacks and callbacks to it. So they're probably going to do the same thing with the new Gavon. Just have like maybe I don't know what anniversary is happening with Metal Heroes, but probably something along those lines.
Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with anniversaries. I mean, it's just because it didn't sell. Like Sentai just did not.
No. I meant like
time, right?
no. I meant that like Sentai had like all these like callbacks to like older scenes. Like King Goger had the Kyoryuger tribute arc. Dawn Bros has a bunch of Sentai callbacks and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm saying with like the new one, they're probably gonna like I was saying like the Blue SWAT cast joins in just because
Yeah, well, Blue SWAT. I don't ever remember if Blue SWAT sold well or anything at all.
The kiddies didn't like Blue SWAT because it was too real.
Yeah, like so.
It's too real.
Yeah, so basically, like I mean, I just see it as like the only thing we could do is just wait till it shows up. Watch it, see how it gets received, and let it be that. That's pretty much how it's going to be. Just like with every show before it, and with every show as well. I mean, like maybe it's just the old man in me talking, but like, I just feel that that's just the only thing that could happen. You just like you make something, you put it out there, and people like it or not. There's only one of two things that happens. So they either like it or they don't.
Yeah. Well. You mean like will my little 3-year-old baby like it? Will he be wanting to buy the toys of it?
Yeah, I mean, like obviously these balance on like sales, right? Whether it be like toys, video games, sticker books or lunch boxes, all those kind of things. Like anything that has a connection to like the sales, the goods and merchandise that the show pimps out and sells is what determines its longevity. That's why Rider is still going, and Rider's still like there's charts out there that are showing like just Sentai's been just plummeting year after year ever since what like
Like 2000s maybe. Honestly,
No, I
probably
think-
just like past 20 years, honestly. Well, not 20 years, not 20 years. Probably like, honestly, post-Gokaicher.
Yeah, no, and well, like Kyoryuger sold a lot. Kyoryuger was like the one that Sakamoto did.
Oh, yeah, dinosaurs.
That one sold a lot.
Didn't
and,
then
like-
Ryu Soldier did like okay compared to the other ones because it was just dinosaurs again?
Well, it was on it. That's why it was on its way out. Is because like everything, they tried to like bring back like dinosaurs because like that's what's sellable in for Power Rangers, right? Like abroad,
Yeah.
they don't like trains, they don't like cars, they don't like any of that stuff. They like the kids like dinosaurs and animals. So
I like trains.
yeah, but the general like the kids who like in Japan the kids like trains, but like if you go to like an American kid, like which is your favorite train? You know, like
Well,
If you go-
it's
if you go-
interesting because like back in my day,
Name
like
every
Thomas the
train.
Tank Engine was a big thing. Like,
yeah, but is it
like
now?
I've
That's
unfortunately
good.
not, but man, I
That's the problem. It's like the times have changed, and then like if you go to a kid right now and he's like, "Which is your favorite train?" They're gonna say Hayabusa, right? So, which is like the green bullet train from which everybody knows. Which, if you're a mech guy, then you know it from like Shinkalion. Right?
Shinkalion.
hell yeah.
Yeah. So they know it from that, and then like, but the kids already like riding the actual Hayabusa. So it's like it's something tangible, but like if you go abroad, they don't have something like the Hayabusa or anything like that that the kids can ride that they can appreciate. And then if they made a mecha out of it or they made a superhero out of it, then the kids could appreciate that. They don't have that. So, even like Thomas he was a toy, he was a show, but he wasn't an actual rideable. Well, at least to my knowledge, wasn't an actual rideable train, unlike the Hayabusa. So like, it's like if you go on the Hayabusa, you could bring your toy on it, and you could watch Shinkalion on the Hayabusa. That's like a kid's dream,
That sounds
the kids
awesome, actually.
the kids in Wonderland, right? Like,
Yeah.
but
in
you
America,
can't do that with
it's on,
Thomas.
like the subway, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm gonna get shot.
The only train hero we have in the West is like the light rail hero. You remember that, Tony? The guy with the katana was like, I had a 3-step plan to save
Oh
these
yeah, I remember
people.
that. I remember that.
No, the light rail Avenger. That's what he's called. Do you know
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that,
Oh, yeah,
Bueno?
the light rail.
No, never heard of it.
That was
There's like some
awesome.
news clip of like some guy, he was on a train and he had a katana and there was like a mugging or something taking place, and the guy with the katana intervenes and like saves the guy by like whipping out his katana and doing his katas at the muggers, and then he gets interviewed by the news. It was like, I had a 5-step plan or a 3-step plan to take these guys down. And he's like saying it so seriously.
He's been practicing that speech for months, man. Didn't he?
He's a real
like,
hero.
on the train every day.
Next question.
Oh, so
Oh yeah, that's enough train talk, dude.
Sorry, man.
This guy, dude. Oh my god.
I was gonna ask about like
apologize.
how did like what was your can you give us like your career kind of rundown in Japan, like your life story pretty much?
There's like so many other podcasts you could watch for that or listen to for
Sorry.
that, but like basically came here in 2006. I wanted to become a kamen rider, and then like I took wushu in Canada, and my coach knew a stuntman over here, and that stuntman was part of Yuden Flameworks, the people who did the action for like Devil May Cry 3 and also like Versus,
yeah.
the movie Versus.
Yeah. That
So
rocks.
that's like what's his name? What's the director's name? Can't man, I'm getting too old.
Fuck, I
Not
remember.
Ryuichi Sakamoto, like the action director.
He did Godzilla Final Wars too. It's on the tip of my tongue. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
but anyways, yeah.
oh,
So like Yuden Flameworks was like the team that I met.
Kitamura.
Not Kitamura, the action director.
Action director. Oh yeah. Shit, I forgot.
Yeah. So like, anyways, like the Yuden
Mhm.
Flameworks was the first team that I met, and then they're connected with Ohara Go, who was the action
Mhm.
director for Lion G.
Mhm.
So I would study action with them every now and then I was all like, yeah, like they would ask me like, yeah, so what do you want to do with action? I'm like, I want to become a writer, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, just like keep at it. And then like a year later, I was all like, you still want to become? It's like, what are you doing this for again? It's like, yeah, I want to become a writer, and they're all like, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. And then like a few years later, it's like, what are you even like practicing action for? And I'm like, I want to become a writer. They're all like, man, you're still on that? And so, they kind of, because like they want to do like action movies. They don't want to do tokusatsu, right?
Yeah.
So like a lot of like the majority of like Japanese stuntmen
Mhm.
want to do action films and not tokusatsu. But unfortunately, tokusatsu is what sells.
Mhm.
So that's why like a lot of the jobs are just tokusatsu for action. Whether
I would
it be stage
imagine.
shows.
Correct
Yeah,
me if I'm wrong, but tokusatsu, like the production for those is pretty quick, right? Like you don't get to do that much compared to like a film. Am I wrong in that?
Well, it depends if it's a show or if it's a movie. So if you're part of
Right.
second unit, then you're doing action a lot. But then like while they're shooting the drama elsewhere, and then you continue doing that. But that's even if they have a second unit. So
Right.
it basically depends, right? So
Yeah.
basically like I wanted to do tokusatsu, but all of the other stuntmen they kind of frown upon it. They want to do actual action films and stuff. So I would get made fun of, and then I was like, I'm obviously never going to be Kamen Rider at this rate, so I might as well just make my own. That's why I decided to make Gun Caliber,
Mhm.
which was my first film. I just said, fuck
Mhm.
these guys. And I went and made my own first film, Gun Caliber.
If you
on my
can't
own.
be Kamen Rider, make your own Kamen Rider, as they say.
That's exactly what I did. That was the exact words that I was thinking in my head, And so I did that. And it was it took 2 years, but it was basically, and I had no script either. The whole movie is improvised.
Hell yeah.
Like a lot of people are all like they don't know that. They don't know that like the whole movie was improvised because there's no script.
Is Strega also like that?
No, it's strict as there's a script, but like that's why I was able to film it faster. But like
Mhm.
with Gun Caliber, there was no script. All the gags are improvised. All of the drama was improvised. All that stuff. Like everything is improvised.
Mhm.
And that's somehow I was able to somehow make a feature length movie out of it. So, but I mean that was what got me the job because I was friends with like a guy over in this one store in Akiba called Heroin Tokusatsu Lab, where it's owned by Giga, and they sell
Yeah.
they sell 3 things. They sell tokusatsu, porn, and tokusatsu porn.
Nice.
So I would go over there and I would get like, I talk with like the clerk, and because I have helmets all over the place, I wanted to get like some of the helmets so I could use them in shoots. So basically, like the clerk was like, nah, those helmets are for only for like member points. You have to have like points on your card to get the helmets. And I'm like, well, I want to make this movie, and so I show him like a few clips of Gun Caliber, and it's like the parts where like Gun Caliber's like all high and like dancing with like the girls and their tits are out, and he was just like, he laughed his ass off. He was like, this is amazing. And so like, because he also saw the action, and the action was really good, so it made him laugh, and also the action was good. It's like, I got to introduce you to like the director for one of the directors of Giga. He's going to be coming here next week, and so like he introduced me and showed him Gun Caliber, and then the director was like, "Can you do this in our company?" And I'm all like, "Yes." And so I got
No
hired.
hesitation.
Yeah. So at first I was hired just as like an assistant director. So I would
Mhm.
basically do everything on set. If they needed coffee, I would go get it. If they needed light fixed, I would fix it. If they needed somebody to sweep up and clean the set, I would do that. So
Hmm.
it was that. And then I was also given the odd job of like stunt work. So like if the actress was like, did the high kick that shows her panties, and I was the guy to take the fall. And then also I did choreography. So I did like the fight choreography, and then I became action director. And this was like, these shoots are tough because there would be like from 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. the next day. It was 24-hour shoot to shoot like a 70 to 90 minute porn. And you guys laugh at it, but like, here's what we had to do. We had to film the action, the drama sequences, the sex sequences, the green screen, the still photography, the promotional photography, and the making of, all within that time span.
I'm really just surprised that you like all the people when they get in like a more porny like industry or like adult industry, they just hesitate or they like very ashamed of. I just love how you're owning to that. You just find this very cool.
Well, because I think like I never would have imagined, back in maybe like there's somebody like breathing heavily out of their mouth.
I DM'd to like stop breathing into the microphone. Jeju, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, stop gooning.
He's really into this
Sorry.
story.
I am too, bro.
It just sounds like there's a creepy stalker on the line. Like,
Don't worry about it, kitten.
Oh god.
We call Jeju the scary foreigner. It's a long story.
It's a long story. Don't worry about
Jesus
it.
Christ.
For good reason.
So
yeah. So like, so basically, like, I took a look at like what the resources were, right? Because like I had to also kind of have like more of an open mind because I took a look at my situation. I wasn't getting anywhere, so I had to try something different, right? I had to think outside of the box. So I take a look at Giga, and I'm like, wait, I've done Zoke, which is like the mold making and like the crafting. Like I've done Zoke. I made like Gun Caliber's suit, and that was fucking a nightmare, right? That was just ridiculous. It was like, but this company, they have their own in-house studio. So, let's try this out. Let's see how it goes. And then if it doesn't work out, I could always quit,
Yeah.
And like it, and then also like with porn, it's like, what are the resources with that? Okay, well, that means that like if you meet up with the actresses' managers, you can get their calling card. So that means that you have access to actresses.
Yeah. Who can be nude without any problems.
Well,
and like give you shit.
So like in Japan, like a lot of like the agencies for actresses, they kind of act like their parents, and then like anything to do, even just like a kiss, like a slight like kiss on the lips, that's it, right?
Yeah.
Like that would be taboo.
Yeah.
For the actress because like she has followers or whatever, right?
Yeah. It's all about status.
Yeah, and like so if like if that actress is seen in like a kind of like a erotic kind of situation, then her status goes down because her fans are all like, oh well, she's not mine anymore. So that's the kind of mentality they have, like the fans kind of have. But with AV actresses, they're everyone's. So it's like you could, even though like you see them being taken away in erotica on screen, they're still everyone's, right?
Yeah.
So it's like Otsuki Hibiki will always be everyone's Otsuki Hibiki. Even though like she gets
you just gotta wait your turn, bro.
Yeah, it's like a bicycle. Everybody's on a ride.
True. The carousel, basically.
Yeah. But that's the culture. That's just like the culture of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't just like claim her as your own, but at the same time, you could still get time with her. So that's like the thing that's the differences with AV actresses. It's like they're able to do more. It's like, okay, well, I need you naked for this scene. If it was a normal actress, they probably can't do it. The actress won't
Mhm.
do it, or the agency won't let them do it. But with AV actresses, like, there's no problem, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like
Also,
you
they
beat
have-
the system.
It's well, there's also like the matter of like, it's not just that. It's also the matter of like, how do I say it?
You definitely
guess,
have more
like,
creative expression, right?
Yeah, you have more. Yeah, you're able to like do more stuff, right? You're able to do more, and then like a lot of these actresses, they kind of like. And again, you guys would probably laugh if you just heard that they're an AV actress or something like that. But like, a lot of these actresses, they have physical stamina. A
Mhm.
lot of them do dancing, which basically like is great for learning action. Like dancers are actually better for action rather than martial artists,
Crazy.
which is why I always choose dancers, because there's choreography in action, right?
Yeah.
There's choreography in action. You have to use your hips more when even just doing punches or kicks. But if it's a martial artist, you don't do that. You know, it's
Mhm.
meant for like actual attacking.
real
They also don't
fighting.
have, they don't have a sense of the camera as well. Whereas dancers have like that kind of sense for positioning. So, like, AV actresses are able to do nudity. Some of them have like hobbies and skills that are useful, and also they have like better bodies than a lot of normal actresses too.
Yeah.
So whether they're in the suit or whether they're naked, they look good either way, right? Because they
Yeah.
have the body line. So that's why like even that's why like in that's why they were used in Sentai sometimes. In Car Ranger, Zonetter, she's an AV idol, and because like the bad guys
from Car
usually have,
Ranger, right?
yeah, in Car Ranger, yeah.
Yeah. I think a
So-
lot of the early like '90s Sentai like female villains were AV actresses. I think the last one, correct me if I'm wrong, was I forgot her name from Go-Onger.
Yeah, because they have the body, right? Because like
Yeah, bro, it's awesome.
yeah, because like if you're gonna, again, it's for looks, right? Like
Yeah.
it's not like freaking over in the West. Like no, she has to be a little overweight because she has to represent us. Like no, it's like,
Yeah.
Film is a visual medium, right?
yeah,
We like
it's-
our
it's-
hot
it's-
jab sluts around here.
Same. We do.
We're very familiar with our AV actresses. We're fans of Tomomatsu, the director of the Rape Zombie franchise. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but we're big fans of him around here. He uses a lot of AV actresses as well, and they have great screen presence, as you said. And they definitely look a lot better than Western actresses.
yeah, he's in the same film circle as me. He's in Tetsudon.
Hell
Awesome,
yeah, dude.
awesome.
Yo,
I know like
so-
Ururi Jun like starred in a couple of his films, like the like in
I think the
Strega.
Mahjong ones. Oh yeah, in my movie, yeah. Like she was
Yeah.
in Strega. So like, you know, I don't know if you've seen you probably have. You've seen that clip on Twitter, on X, about like with the girl in the blue armored suit fighting the
Yeah,
thing
Goddess
that looks like a
Striker,
cat
right?
labor. Yeah, Goddess
Yeah.
Raka. That's June. That's Maya.
Hell yeah.
So that was
W.
like one of my first films with her. And then like from that film I decided like, yeah, I need to have her in Strega, and then I put her in Strega.
Yeah, dude, she's amazing, and I just love how you like make her 17.
Yeah. Well, I mean like that's like, again, that's another culture thing in Japan. So like basically for actresses, and even like if you go to like a maid cafe, if like the girl there, if you're a girl and you work there, you have to say that you're 10 younger than you really are.
Yeah, obviously.
So if you're 27, you're really 17.
Wait, they were lying to me? Oh man.
No. So if you're
Well,
if you're
as
32, then you're really
Opera Killer-
22.
I was gonna, as Abara Killer put it, they're the greatest living things on the planet. High school girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but I had to do that because like, you know, it's like, I don't know, like it's a typical kind of fantasy everybody
Yeah.
has with like the whole like getting with a high school girl and all that. That's just fantasy.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's like it's kind of funny because I look at the Letterboxd reviews, right, and like the contrast between like Filmark's reviews, which is the Japanese like IMDb,
Yeah,
and
they love me
versus
on
the
Filmarks.
yeah,
They
they
love me on
love you.
Filmarks.
They love you. I actually got like I made like a new Japanese friend who's into like found footage horror and stuff. I made
Yeah, yeah.
him watch Strega and he fucking loved it.
Mm.
While like people on Letterboxd, all the negative reviews are like Tokufans going like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I can't believe this creep just like casting itself as the lead. It's so uncomfortable to watch. Is this
Yeah.
this is like misogynistic?"
But that's what makes
They
it
think-
awesome.
They think it's like I'm part of like some production company or something. Like, who produced this? It's like, dude, I paid for it out of my pocket, man. Like, who produced this? Who keeps on hiring this guy? It's like me. Like, what? That's what's funny about it, right? Like, they like again, they're Tokufans. They cannot
Mhm.
think outside of their own bubble. Like,
obviously,
they only know about what they torrent. That's it. Like what they only know about what they torrent.
And I think part of it too, as you were mentioning, is like they only have this Western mindset of it. They don't have the Japanese mindset. Like you were talking about, like the high school like girl fantasy thing. That's like mostly like a Japanese thing. In the West, that's not even really a thing.
I mean,
It's not.
Yeah, speak for yourself,
it
bud.
kind of is. It was a thing until like I'd say like 10 years ago. Like
So like here's the thing. Like so I work part time at like AAC Stunts, the stunt team does Garo. So I work part time with them, and we have this kind of attraction called the Ninja Wire Experience. It's for tourists, right? Because like during the day nobody uses the gym. So what we do is we allow foreigners, tourists, to come in and dress up as ninjas and fly around on wires. And it's a fun little tourist attraction, right? And we film like a short film with them and everything, and they take it as like a souvenir to take home. And so I think like Kazumi, she's like a Filipina porn actress who just visited, right?
oh yeah,
She's like
I
visiting
know
with a
her.
friend. Yeah, so Kazumi came and she came in and she was having the time of her life, and like again, it's like the whole foreigner view of like Japanese women is, or just Asians in general, like the Western view of like Asian females in general is like the schoolgirl because of like stuff like The Big Hit, Sailor Moon,
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill, all of that stuff. That's why like the whole thing with like Asian schoolgirl is like a thing because of those kind of movies, right? There's literally like a low budget straight to film action movie called Asian Schoolgirls.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you
know.
know, and so like, so I kind of use that for Strega because I know my audience, right? It's like the audience is basically myself and other people who were from like the 80s and 90s who kind of grew up on like the blockbuster anime like MD Geist and Guyver.
MD Guys mentioned. Let's fucking go.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, like MD Geist. Like again, like if I say MD Geist in Japan, there'll be like two people who cheer. Like
Yeah.
nobody else knows about
Kageyama
MD
doesn't even remember he did the theme songs. The theme song
I
for
bet he
MD
doesn't.
Geist. Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
bet
wasn't that,
he
like,
doesn't even remember.
I think. Did he do the themes for MD Geist before? Because I think Changeman. No, yeah, Changeman was one of the first things he ever did. That was even before Dragon Ball. I don't remember if MD Geist was before or after Changeman, but still, like one of his like first things he ever did. One of his most underrated.
Funny story. I think like the director was it Ohata, the director. of
Koichi
MD Geist?
Ohata. Koichi Ohata.
Yeah,
absolute chat.
Ohata Koichi likes Strega.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Yo,
Hell yeah.
let's fucking go. Real recognizes real, they say.
So like my cameraman, he's like he helps like with translations for like Macross and stuff, right? And he met he like I guess like at a party or like a nomikai like he met Ohata, and then Ohata's like, Strega, that movie's so hilarious, man. That's an awesome movie. And then like my brother's like, I was the cameraman for that. And he's like, what? They just talked about Strega. He's like, yeah,
Awesome.
but the director loves him. You guys like, really? And so like, yeah, who knows, man? Maybe one day, live action MD Geist. Maybe.
Oh my god.
Please,
would be
dude.
Live action MD Geist. I mean, I already
I'll
have
do whatever
Steve
I
Wang's,
can to shill for it. I'll do whatever I can to shill for it.
I already have Steve Wang's blessing to do Guyver 3. So like,
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude, let's
That's
go, let's go, let's
fucking
go.
sick.
Real? Oh man.
Yeah.
I might as well make Guyver 3 and MD Geist, man.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna be good. Like,
I'll watch them.
But you know what?
watch
That,
it
like you
anyway.
said, the heart and passion is there, and I think people are gonna recognize that
Mhm.
and see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
For
like
sure.
I don't know. It's kind of like for example, what's his name? Adi Shankar. He actually likes his projects, but they all
Yeah,
end up
the
like kind
Devil
of
May
weird.
Cry
Right?
guy, right? Yeah.
They all can. No, it's not just Devil May Cry. It's like also like what is it? He also did Castlevania.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did the
Yeah, where
Castle-
Alucard
Fucking
gets
all of
butt
those
raped
Vampire
or
are
something.
Hunter or
fucking-
something like
yeah,
that,
all
right?
of those are
Yeah. Like
junk.
it's like he really has a passion for like these projects, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
you know that he likes and probably played the games, but like it's just he also like puts his little own kind of like twist and flavor on it, and that's what kind of makes it cringe.
Yeah, his own
I was like,
personality.
He's gonna
pretty
ruin
much.
Duke Nukem, man. Like it's already dead. Like what
Oh
else
my
are you gonna do
gosh.
to
Yeah,
it, man?
dude. Like, yeah.
Yeah, if you had dude, it's like if you're gonna do Duke Nukem, why can't you have Bruce Campbell produce it? It doesn't make sense. Like
Dude,
it's supposed to be a spoof or a homage to Bruce Campbell, yet you don't hire Bruce Campbell. What's Bruce Campbell doing? Nothing. Just hire Bruce Campbell, man. Like give him some. Like he's the source. Plus he's I don't know, just whatever. Anyways,
Yeah.
what was I talking about? I lost my train of thought.
Koichi Ohata or
Taro.
Ohata
Okay.
Koichi.
Yeah. Well, so no, something else other than that. That was what sidetracked me.
we were talking about MD Guys by you, directed by you.
Again, that's what sidetracked me.
Yeah.
I was talking about something else. I was talking about-
Japanese people like not knowing shit that's like really popular here, like MD Geist. I think.
well, I mean, that's not even popular in the West. Either.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, I
at
know.
one point it was
I think
kind
all
of
my
because it
friends
was
just have
because it
it
was popular in the West.
I don't
That's why
know.
MD Guys 2 was made in the first place.
No, it was way before that. This whole thing got derailed into something else. So
that's a
Sorry,
stable.
guys.
next
podcast.
question.
Well,
Did you like Dino Cyber?
I haven't finished it. I always fell asleep. Like
Oh,
I
man.
I
it's a
posted
very
about that a
long
while
one.
back. I posted about it a while. It's like it has all the ultra violence and stuff that I want to see, but for some reason I've always slept through it.
It's
Really?
it's
I love
very
Dino
boring.
Cyber. I think it's my
Yeah,
favorite.
it looks good. It looks
Yeah.
good, but I don't know why. I've always slept through it, so I have to like have like an energy drink or something.
If it was
On
episodes
paper,
4
like, it
through
should be,
5,
like,
I would
the best
agree with you.
anime
But I
ever.
think like the first 3 episodes, or wait, I don't remember if it's like the because it's like it's split in 2 halves. Like the first half focuses on Genocyber itself, and then the second half is like this post-apocalyptic world. If you slept through that, like I agree.
Yeah,
I
that-
get it. I get
Wait,
it.
wasn't I talking about Strega or like?
Yeah,
Strega.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about Genocyber. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I was talking about I was talking about like Strega and AV Idols.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
was talking about. But yeah. So like the whole deal with like using AV idols over normal actresses. That's like the pluses. There's way more pluses rather than like
Negatives,
going
right?
with rather than the negatives. That's why I like took a look at those at Giga and like
Mhm.
okay, so I don't have any resources yet. I have my own tokusatsu. I make gun caliber. So if I go into Giga, I get access to AV actresses, Zoke, and also CG because they also have like an indoor CG in-house CG studio.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's porn, but like I get access to more resources, right?
Yeah.
That's like the narrow-minded Tokufans they only see what they see in the end. They don't take a look at like what's the point behind all of this? Why did Bueno choose to do this? And what does he want to do? Right? They don't take a look at that.
Yeah.
So with Strega, because like all the Tokufans, they torrent the kids shows every day. So like they're gonna see that. I want to make something different. And so I want to make something. I want to make a tokusatsu first of all for me, and a tokusatsu that other people who share the same likes as me can watch. And so that's why I made Gun Caliber and Strega.
Mm.
I want a tokusatsu that is like an 80s or 90s action film where they kick the shit out of the bad guy and get the girl. You know?
Yeah. I can get
Like,
multiple
that's it.
girls.
I think that's what everyone wants.
Yeah. They also don't. That's another culture thing, right? Like, okay, so like, do you know why Soma gets all the girls? Why there's so many girls around Soma? Do you guys know why?
No.
But he's cool.
No.
He's the
No,
hero.
he pays for them.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like in the beginning,
prostitutes.
yeah, they're all prostitutes. So like everybody who wrote a review, they're all like, "Why does this guy get more girls than me? I don't understand why all these girls are going for this guy. Why is the guy always in bed with the girls? I don't understand. We're so dumb." It's like they do not understand. These Toku fans are so trapped in their own bubble. They've never heard of prostitution.
Tell me
They
more
do
about
not
this.
know what prostitutes are. So basically, so in Japan, they have like a prostitution, like brothels, fuzoku, which are brothels, right? There's different types. They'll have the soapland, which is kind of like where like the naked girl like bathes you and stuff, and then they have the brothel, which is like where you saw like Soma having sex, right? And
Yeah.
or like they usually go to like a love hotel, or that's like usually health. Delivery health, that's like where they have like it's like you meet up with the girl and you go to like a hotel or wherever. And so Soma goes to like that hotel, like the hotels and stuff like that are like the places where like they have like the fuzoku. And it's always, and also as a rule, you cannot, so it's illegal to have like actual intercourse, right? You can't have actual like insertion. You can only do the thing called like a kosuri, which is basically when the girl uses the hand to simulate like the inside of the vagina, right? So she straddles you and does everything, but doesn't put it in. So despite that, you see Soma totally banging the chick, even though there's a huge sign saying "Do not." Like no sex allowed, and he's having sex with a girl like all the time, you know, because that's the kind of guy he is, right? So
you
again,
guys,
that's like, go ahead.
You guys actually filmed in like a brothel? Like how did?
No, we filmed that in my cameraman's apartment.
Oh, cool.
We dressed up his room as a brothel. That's why there's like all those towels on the bed.
I see.
Yeah, again, this is Japanese culture, right? Like, so the reason why there's towels on the bed is because the girl squirts. So like, and all like the ejaculation stuff. That's why there's towels on the bed. They don't have bed sheets. They always have towels on the bed.
So you can just like clean up afterwards, right?
Yeah. So like, again, yeah, Toku fans are not gonna get it. Like, why are there towels on the bed? Why does he get girls all the time? Why does it always show a hotel? This is stupid. It makes no sense. But like, everybody in Japan, they laugh. That's why all the reviews in Japan, like, are like they like the movie because they've never seen Kamen Rider go to a fuzoku.
Yeah.
Let alone have actual sex with the girls, right? So. Yeah, that's why, like,
has this been
I wanted
like,
to do that.
Has this been like always a passion? Like since you were a kid, you said you want to be a Kamen Rider.
I don't think I've wanted to like make a Kamen Rider that goes to brothels ever since I was a kid. It was just like it kind of like evolved. Like the idea of Strega kind of like evolved. First, I had like when I was in Canada, and I was like I got back into Heisei Kamen Rider since Kuga, right? And so like when I was in Canada, that's when like Fies and like Blade, it was Five's finished, and then it was Blade started up, I think. And I was like, I want to make my own Kamen Rider. And so like I had the idea for like Gun Caliber, which is a Kamen Rider kind of guy who is able to like change clips, and that changes the ammo, or Strega, who's kind of like, because like I saw like Ryuki and then Blade. I'm like, why do they use cards all the time? And then I realized, you know why? I think I know why. It's because it's cheaper. So like I decided to use, and then even when Decade was like, yep, it's because it's cheap. You know, when Decade came around, yep, that's why they did it, because it's cheap. And so I decided, okay, well, I'll use cards because it's cheap. So like it kind of evolved from that, and then when I was doing work in Giga, and also I also helped out. I had a friend who would drive around delivery health girls. Like he was a chauffeur, so he would tell me all these stories about like the girls he had to drive around, or like, you know, there'd be like weirdos tried to like chase after them and stuff like that, and all the stories about like the crazy shenanigans that happened in like soaplans and all that. Like, so it was an amalgamation of like stories from people I heard and my own experiences and all this stuff, and that's what Strega became. You know, like it became like an amalgamation of all these things.
I got a question about one of the motifs that are in more than one of your works. Shooting the enemies in the dick. Is that an original idea, or is that an homage?
I just did it because it's funny.
I love it.
Yeah, there's
because it's funny. Like again, like it's like Kamen Rider wouldn't do that, you know. So I'm gonna do it.
I mean,
You know, it's like
they wouldn't like shoot him, wouldn't be as excessive. I mean, like Sentai has made like, oh look, he hit him in the dick type jokes, but not to the extent of Strega,
there was one scene in Strega, I think it was towards the middle, where he's like fighting all the bad guys that are like enclosing him, and he like shoots a guy in like the dick, but it kind of misses, so he like falls over, and then he like farts and dies. That made me laugh so hard. Like all the farts in that movie were like the funniest thing ever.
Is it in Strega or Gun Caliber? I can't remember.
No, it was Strega. That was the one I watched most recently. Like,
he
shoots
farts
a guy,
then dies. I don't remember that.
No,
Where's
he
that?
like
In the
falls
beginning?
over. No, it's not in the beginning. It's like around the middle of the movie. He like falls over. His like butthole lights up like a fireball, and then he just explodes. That made me laugh.
Oh
so
yeah,
hard.
yeah. I think I remember doing the CG for
Yeah,
that.
you remember. Yeah, that was so funny. And just all the explosion
I
deaths.
can't
just made me
remember where that
laugh,
was
man.
though. Where was it? It was in the middle. Where?
It's
Which
like when
fight
they're
is he?
under.
There's like
They're
6
under the
fights.
bridge. It's like when they're under the bridge.
Yeah.
That's like towards the middle, like 60% through, I'd say.
Dude, I love how the
I can't
entire
remember
thing.
that. I gotta watch it again. It's been a while, so like I need to see it again.
I saw it like
it's
early
crazy
last
to
week.
me. Like if I made a movie, I'd watch it every day, because it's like, as a film fan, you always dream of making your own movie, right? Because that
I got news
suits
for
your
you.
exact
When you do
taste.
make a movie, you have to watch it every day. You know,
Yeah,
because
That's
again,
true.
yeah,
obviously.
you have to see everything. Like that's, and like I think that's like a thing that like that's the reason why a lot of people don't want to watch their movies in the big screen, because they've already watched it 100 times on a small one, right?
Yeah.
So like you can understand, like you have to understand that from like a director or an editor's point of view. When they watch it, usually they'll want to take like time off from watching the movie, probably like for a few months, a month to a few months, so they could kind of see it again fresh.
Yeah.
You know, but like
let him marinate a bit.
yeah. Because like in with Strega, it's like I've seen the movie like 87 times, like hundreds of times, like editing it, and also like as a full length movie to like check on it and everything with time codes and stuff. So it's like that's why I take a break from it, because like I can't keep on watching it. I'll just desensitize myself to it. So yeah, I'd like to take time off from the movie. Like when I finish editing something, just let it marinate, and then go back to it and see it, and then see if something new pops up.
I think the
How do you
best
feel about
thing.
like
Go ahead.
Do you want? I was gonna ask, because you're bringing like constantly watching. How do you feel about like having to listen to your own voice over and over again? Because like I make YouTube videos and I get like I kind of obviously it's not like the same scale, but I kind of relate to it a little bit. Like, oh, you have to watch it over and over again to make sure like everything's all right and stuff like that. I'm getting like used to it because I've been already doing it for so long, and I stream too, so I'm used to hearing myself talk and over again. So I'm just wondering, like, how do you feel about it?
Well, with once you created something or procreated something, it's there, right?
Mhm.
Like, I mean, you could probably delete it or get rid of it, but like, I mean, what's best is to kind of like I take a page out of Robert Rodriguez's book, Rebel Without a Crew, and
Oh hell yeah, classic.
it's just it's like when you make something, the next one is obviously going to be better than the last one you made. So
Yeah.
that's why he made a bunch of short films on a cheap budget using his resources. He learned something new every time, and if he messed up, he learned the next time how to fix it. So that's why he made a bunch of shit movies first, because like what you do is gonna be shit no matter what. The first thing you make is gonna be shit no matter what. So that's why I made Gun Caliber. It's like I just need to get it out of my system
Yeah.
so that I can get the experience and the knowledge to make the next one better. Now I made Strega, so
yeah. Such a
I'm
huge
more.
jump.
Yeah, like I'm more into my like. If you take a look at Gun Caliber and then Strega, they're worlds apart because like.
Yeah.
Given I also had like 3 years of like making Tokusatsu AV, and I have all those resources put into Strega afterwards, that's why it's different, right?
Mhm.
So you can only imagine that, like, you know, now that I'm also like kind of technically like helping out with AAC, and I have more stuntmen at my disposal and more actresses that want to be in it as well, you can imagine what the sequel's going to be like. But I mean, even if I put all of my effort into that, it still has like a 50-50 chance of sucking, right? So you don't know about this stuff until you actually put it out there, and if it's good or not. It's like you can put a lot of effort into it, but in the end, and I already said this, like in the end, if people are gonna both just like it or hate it, it's only one of those two. So like if you like it or hate it, if you like your own voice or hate your own voice, the only thing you do is just do it more and then improve upon it, pretty much. But like, you know, I'm pretty satisfied with Strega though. Like seeing myself on screen, it's like if I could watch myself on screen and with no ego, like laugh at the movie, then it's genuinely a fun movie.
It is. It is. Like,
You know?
the best thing about this is an advice comedians give. Like, you don't need to appeal to an audience. You have to appeal to yourself. So your own jokes should make yourself laugh. And if it
Yeah,
does
because
that,
that's what makes it unique, right?
yeah.
Like,
So I think the mindset I have is like if I like make a video or something and I watch and I think like imagine if I wasn't that, would I watch this on my own time? And sometimes I say it's like, yeah, I think I would actually watch this. So
it's kind of like fighting games. You play fighting games?
a little bit.
So
Same.
in fighting games, you're just gonna like you don't know what you're doing. You're gonna get like you just suck. You lose all the time. But the more you do it, and the more you practice, the better you get at it. So it's much like with life, you know. When you go to the gym, you get bigger. If you play piano, you learn to be more fluent in it. You pick up Japanese, you're able to speak it. You know, you're able to like, you know, if you take up archery, you're able to shoot an arrow and get until you get a bullseye, right? Like you're not going to get the bullseye, you know, at first, but like you'll be eventually you can get at least one. You're guaranteed to at least get one bullseye in your lifetime. You're guaranteed. Like you just gotta work at it. Like so the same thing with like, you know, recording yourself and listening to yourself. You just get better the more you do it.
I agree, yeah.
Jason, you want to ask a question?
Yeah. So I was reading that you have delved into game development with Unreal Engine, but I wanted to ask, have you ever used it for filmmaking? I know that some studios are using it to render real-time backgrounds and whatnot that are like projected onto a screen or a 360-degree like high-resolution screen. I wanted to know if you ever dipped your toes into that world too.
I haven't done the like the LED backgrounds. I want to. Like I want to get into that. That's like that again. That's what King Oger did, right? And that's why it was on a more grand scale, because they were able to make they were able to make like a big world because of that. And so
that was on Unity though, right?
No, that was Unreal Engine.
Unreal. Oh shit! Because I was watching
like,
Dumb Brother.
Toei started using Unreal Engine ever since Kamen Rider Saber.
Kamen Rider Saber. Okay. Cool.
Oh.
Because I was watching like Dumb Brothers, and like in the credits it says like there's like a fucking Unity credit, and I was confused by it.
I wouldn't be surprised if they used both.
That's probably an asset that they put into the Unreal Engine, because the engine can like implement other assets from 3D programs, right? So that's probably what they're cutting out.
That's why like they have the King Oger stage in Fortnite. It's because it was made in Unreal Engine.
Hell yeah!
No, seriously.
That's a real thing.
That's really why. Like because they have the whole asset, and they just put it up there so that all the fans of the show, they could access that stage and use it and play it in Fortnite, right? So because it's open source now. So you can make your own stages. You can if I wanted to make a Strega stage, I could do it, right? So, but like you need to have like the assets and stuff. So, but with in terms of like filmmaking, I've used Unreal Engine. I would film like an asset on green screen and then use it in Unreal Engine. So I would use like because Unreal Engine has really great post-processing capabilities. So like the lighting, the rendering, it looks all beautiful. Like the realistic shaders that they use.
You can change the type of camera that it's mimicking, and also the lens too.
Yeah, like I'm able to change it to like a wide lens. I'm able to switch it to a
specific
zoom lens,
which is great.
Yeah. Like and all it is just the dial. You just you just change the number on the dial, and then it turns into a zoom lens. You change it again, it turns into a wide lens. It's really easy to do, especially since I worked with Premiere and After Effects. Everything's done in keyframes, so it's very familiar. Working with sequencer, which is kind of like After Effects and all that. So because you just use keyframes. Like I want this animation of Strega to move from here, and then I'll position him over here, and then just lock in the keyframes, and then he moves from there while doing the animation. And so it's really easy for filmmaking. It's really easy to use, and it's a good asset. I haven't delved into the realistic filming with it though. Because I don't have like the equipment for it yet. Hopefully I can get a powerful enough computer to do that stuff though, so I can film. I could do some freaking Marvel shit, like with the backgrounds and stuff like that, because like right now 5 is more meant for filmmaking. They really want to push Unreal Engine 5 for like filmmaking. But like the problem is that also kind of gets rid of the indie game developers.
Yeah.
Because like, so here's how powerful Unreal Engine 5 is. You could take the assets like that are super high resolution. Like I'm talking trillions of like polygons. You could take the end scene from Avengers Endgame, import it into Unreal Engine 5, and it'll play smoothly.
Yeah.
So I could replace Captain America with Strega, and then it'll look natural, no problem.
You should. I would watch that movie.
Yeah, it'd be like on your left, and then I look at the portals.
Mr. Strega, I don't feel so good.
But again, if you have Unreal Engine 5 and those assets, you could do that. But I don't have, like, again, that you have to have the computers that are powerful enough for that though.
Oh yeah,
because these are like high quality assets. You need a high quality computer which can render all that, which means the people who are indie devs are not going to be able to catch up because their computers can't run that. You know, they're literally indie devs. They don't have the money for that.
Mhm.
So there's kind of a bit of a divide, right? Like,
Yeah.
I stick with Unreal Engine 4 because that's all my computer can handle. But like for filmmaking, Unreal Engine 5 is the way to go. So I'm divided on it. For game dev, I like Unreal Engine 4, but for filmmaking, I really want to learn Unreal Engine 5. But at the same time, I'm getting old, and I don't know if I can learn something new. So it's
To be,
quite a
you said
hassle.
you said you were like 40, right? It's still
I'm
kind of like
44.
44. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, you're like this, like ace of all trades type of guy. Know everything, like stunts, VFX, like special effects, editing, etc. Shooting. Like you know all these skills and all by yourself, I imagine.
Yeah, like again, because it's like in life, it's all about how useful you are.
Mhm,
That's how you get opportunities.
mhm.
That's why a lot of Tokufans are always like, mad, or they're angry, yet they're arrogant. They're
I love how
they're
everything just
they're
ends up
lonely.
with Toku fans.
Yeah. They're lonely. They're depressed, yet they're arrogant. It makes no sense, right?
And low IQ. Don't forget that part.
They're very low IQ.
With the
And so,
personal
like,
attacks, guys.
yeah. All of the fans of like the Tokusatsu network are gonna come after me. They're like, "You're talking about us
That's still-
again." It's like,
Is that still a thing? I remember that was like, are they still doing stuff?
I just like shitting on them.
Oh,
But yeah, like, I mean, like, it's like those kind of people, they have such bravado, yet they don't make any efforts to fix the situation that they're in, you know? It's
Right.
like they like
Mhm.
Tokusatsu, and then they hate Tokusatsu, and then they're all like, "Oh, this is if I could do one, then I could do this," but they don't bother doing it. And so it's like I'm the only one who got off his ass, pretty much.
Mm.
There's a few other select people who did that as well. There's like the Immortal Red Fox, and there's like Art School Dropouts. They did the whole Homemade Hero, all that stuff.
Yeah.
There's people out there. They're making there's like tons of like indie tokusatsu stuff going on out there. Not just me. I'm just the guy who's
Yeah.
trying to do more. I can't say mature, like I guess immature, more immature tokusatsu.
Like, yeah.
I'm I literally have like a scene where I have like Ayane Haruna mounted on me, and then when I come, we both scream at the top of our lungs, and then Tokufans called me an edgelord, and I'm like,
What the
what?
fuck, man? It's just a
What?
funny scene. It's just a funny scene.
What? So I'm dark because I come and scream. I'm dark
They
and
just
emo
moral
because
police
I-
over like everything. Like 1 minute, like it's like you said, they love Tokusatsu, and then the next second they go, Japan is so sexist and it's racist and it's this and it's backwards. It's like they're very inconsistent.
yeah, they're very consistent. That's why they have gender fluids.
You don't
There's
want to
like
step in any of that.
Yeah, like what was it? There's like one person who like changes their gender based on like their emotions. That's got to be a real
Yeah.
hoot.
Yeah.
that person's got to be a hoot at parties.
Yeah, dude. My mommy was talking about those people. She was like, "How the hell do you live like that? That's just confusing, man."
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, holy shit.
I don't even think they believe in it. I think they do it just because they want to feel special.
Yeah, it's
I-
like-
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
the
in
key.
Gav, Kamen Rider Gav, who's the twins that the one
Shit,
that
I
got
didn't
left
watch
over
Gav.
is, I think it's Jeet, right? Jeet is like the transgender one, yeah.
Did they actually put
There's
that?
a-
Did they put
There's a
trans
legit
in-
transgender.
Yeah, so
Kamen Rider?
basically, yeah, like in like the one of the stomach family in Kamen Rider Gav, right? So all of like the lefties who love Kamen Rider Gav, they're all like the women of Kamen Rider, and it's like, Kamen Rider 02, like Izu, Kamen Rider 02, and then they have like what's her name? The karate girl from Revice, Kamen Rider John, Kamen Rider Aguilera, and then Jeet, who is like Bitter Gav, one of the Bitter Gav variants. It's like, yeah, women of Kamen Rider. It has Jeet. I'm like, dude, that's a dude. What did you say,
sir? All right,
like,
man.
But like they call even like Lango, he says my little brother. He says ototo yo. He says my little brother to him. He's wearing a dress, but he says my little brother, and they say kare, which is basically masculine version of him. They called him, and it's like, and then I was like, dude, that's a dude, and it's like, how dare you say that? She's a strong woman, and it's like, she's a female Kamen Rider. Like Longo calls him a dude. Everybody else calls him a dude. You're delusional because you don't think he's a dude.
I remember
dude in a
the
dress.
Situation with Bridget from Guilty Gear.
Yeah,
Guilty
from
Gear.
Strive, from Strive,
Yeah.
from Guilty Gear. Yeah, it's like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and it wasn't even a big deal. It's like, it's like until now, it wasn't a big deal. It was just like, oh, okay, she's a femboy. She's like a boy who's a girl who's a boy, right? And then it became a huge deal when it said, I'm a girl, and then everybody's like, no, that's not right. They're like, everybody just freaked out. I'm like, I don't care, because I'm here to play the game. I came to play a fighting game, but like it was a huge deal to everybody else. But yeah, basically like same thing with Kamen Rider Gav, which is a good show, by the way. Excellent show. Sold a lot, but like the fans are weird.
King Gojo
The
had
Western
the same
fans.
problem because Rita, I know they were like having some like they were trying to say like the Japanese word. I obviously don't know Japanese, but they're trying to say like the words they were using for her were masculine and that she's non-binary. But it's like no, it's clearly a girl. They had a whole Idol episode.
Yeah, like so basically I think what they did is because the translation from Google Translate, even till now, it has trouble translating context, right? So if you say, like, for example, ano hito no yoni, so like that person, right? Or sotsugyou, kono hito sotsugyou sareta, like that person graduated, right? Sometimes it translates it to him, or he graduated, or
Oh yeah,
he did, even though it's a girl.
I noticed that a lot. Yeah,
like it because it can't take the context of a photo. It only takes the context of text.
yeah.
So that's what happened. It's like they had the photo, but like what was translated was only the text. So everybody thought that Rita was a guy because Google Translate mistranslated it. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for the record. So Rita is a girl.
True. I love Rita.
Rita's a girl. Yeah. And like she still likes Mofun. She's a girl.
Mofun.
And
I feel,
that's that.
I feel like if Tokufans actually watch Strega, they would have like more good reasons to hate on it, like for political reasons. I know that like the bad guy, especially, is like supposed to be like a fruity type of guy. Like it looks almost like transgender.
Yeah. I just wanted like I didn't care about like transgenderism or anything. I just wanted to have like a flamboyant bad guy.
Yeah,
I know. I wanted to have a weird flamboyant bad guy.
Yeah,
and so
that would like raise so much eyebrows if they actually watched it, and they would have something to cry over. But they obviously didn't watch it. I doubt they went past 5 minutes.
Yeah, nobody watched the movie. Like there's like one transgender dude and like his Muslim friend, and they wanted to do a review of Strega, and they put it behind. They have a podcast called Behind the Paywall, which you have to pay to listen to.
Oh,
and then,
fuck that!
What?
I got a
wouldn't
friend
even
of-
listen to that for free.
Thankfully, I got a friend of mine to like just bootleg it. So
Nice.
yeah.
so I listened to it. They didn't even review the movie. They just talked about how they hated me.
Hell,
They didn't.
Well,
They didn't talk
personally-
about.
Awesome.
They
Oh,
didn't
go
talk
on.
about like any of like the action sequences. They didn't talk about like the jokes. They didn't talk about. They say like he does pervy bullshit, and then the Muslim guy is a polygamist. He has 2 wives and 2 daughters.
Mashallah, inshallah,
Yeah.
alhamdulillah.
Yeah, that's rich.
boy.
What the fuck, dude?
Bruno does pervy bullshit, and I can't stand it. It's like, yeah, okay, you have 2 sluts and 2 daughters, dude. Come on.
Dude, don't worry. When he gets into heaven, he's gonna get 72 more virgins, bro.
He'll get 72 more. He'll get 72 more.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, are these like people based in Japan, or they just like random?
No.
Westerners?
They're in the West, and they just do not have anything outside of their own bubble. And so, like,
Mhm.
but that's
It's
them.
crazy. It's crazy because the film practically is unknown in the Western sphere. It's very much a Japanese thing, and like even your online presence, I stumbled upon you on Twitter just very recently when a friend told me like we should see if the Bueno guy from Strega has like any social media presence. So I was like, okay, let me look it up, and I found your Twitter like 3,000 followers and stuff. I was like, cool. And I didn't like know that you had this kind of resentment from the community because you did something like very sleazy or whatever. It was kind of like a shock to find out, even though the Japanese reception.
It all
sorry.
started back in like 2011, 2012 or so, 2013 maybe.
Hmm.
There was like this. There was like it was when like Henshin Justice Unlimited was still around,
Mhm.
which was like an old forum.
Mhm.
And they wanted to make this like whole big, they wanted like a network in Japan of like Tokufans.
Mhm.
Right.
I was like, that doesn't sound like it's going to work out, but whatever. And so they wanted me in on it, and they had like this one. They had Tom Constantine, which is like one of the guys who ran Tokusatsu Network, and this guy named Danny Angel Torres. Now, Danny, he loves to like brag about his quote unquote Toku connections, his Toku connections, you know? Like,
Mhm.
I know this guy, I know that guy, I know this. And it was like, okay, why don't you introduce him? And he's all like, I don't know, he's probably busy. I was like, okay. So he was all talking about how, like, because that time I think what was a Kamen Gaim was on at the time. So he was all like, yeah, man, I'm doing a project with the director Tasaki, the director of Kamen Gaim. Like, oh, when are you gonna meet up with him next? Oh, no, probably next week. Hey, can I meet him? I don't know, he's probably busy. And so like he would always do this, right? He'd always do that.
Of course.
And he has no skills, right? So there's nobody editing that project. It's called Samuraido. There's nobody editing the project. And so I was like, here, let me have a crack at it. So he brought the footage. And then what took, like 3 days or something like that? I did it in like 3 hours. I'm
Mhm.
like, and I made like a trailer. So I'm like, here, you can show this around and get everybody hyped up for it. He showed it to everybody. Everybody got hyped up. It's like, oh, did you make this? And then Danny would be like, yeah, I made it all by myself. And I heard about this. And I'm like, hey, you should probably just like, tell everybody that I kind of edit it for you, dude. Because, you're going around gloating and all this stuff. And, you didn't really do anything. You just kind of
Mhm.
like said, that looks cool. He's
Mhm.
like, well, I mean, everybody likes it, though. So, I, just kind of riding the wave. Like, well, how about this? You tell everybody the truth, or I'll just like put the whole thing online myself. It's like, what? You wouldn't do that? You would do that? It's like, I really wouldn't do that. I'm like, you wouldn't do that? Why would you do that? What we have like, we're gonna sue you. I'm like, dude, you have like
Why
no
though?
mark. Yeah, you have like, dude, Danny, you have no marquee, There's nothing. You have like no papers, no nothing. How are you going to sue me? Like, you have nothing. I'm like,
Whoa!
no, we're going to sue you. You're going to ruin everyone's reputation. It's like, it's Tokusatsu, man. Nobody has a reputation. No, we have a big reputation. We're doing Kamen Rider Gaim right now. It's like, he went on and on. I'm like, okay, here, how about you come over to, like, because a YouTube studio was in Roppongi at the time. Here, come over to the YouTube studio. Let's talk things out. It's like, why do we got to talk to you? Why can't we just talk things out on my terms? Why do I have to listen to you? It's like, okay, what do you want to say? Well, I say that you should just let me handle things. It's like, well, if you do that, then I'm going to release it. Why do you want to release it? We want to do that with son. What? He's just running in circles the whole time, right? I'm like, okay, well, maybe we should talk it over. Yeah, I was like, maybe we should talk over then. Why do I listen to you? Why do I got to? It's like, it's like, it kept on repeating itself. Like, okay, so here, I'll listen to what you have to say. That's better. I want to speak now. And it's like, okay, can you listen to what I have to say? No, why do I got to listen to you? Why do I do that? And he just kept on running in circles the whole time. And I'm like, you know what?
Psycho.
Yeah, he's so useless.
Most
so,
mentally sane Toku fan.
Yeah. I think that speaks for a lot of Toku fans. Anyway, so I was just like, I was like, you know what? Cool off. And then, like, I just hung up on him. And then, like, Tom tried messaging. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, just left it alone. And then they're all like, they banned me from fucking, from
conventions?
No, from Henshin Justice Unlimited.
Yeah, the organization.
And they would talk shit about me, like, yeah, Bueno, he's a terrible person. He tried to, like, blackmail people and all this stuff. I'm like,
that's retarded, man. Like, what the fuck? The audacity of these people just beyond me.
Yeah. And then as a joke, I made like an Unreal Engine. I made my own, like, side scroll platformer. And then I put like the Tokusatsu network as a stage. you like infiltrate the Tokusatsu network, like, and then like so, and then it's all like all of the characters. It's all like just Strega, because that's the only character mesh I had. So you play as Strega fighting Stregas, and then they haven't played none of them played the demo. Yet they got screen caps of the video of the demo, and they're all like, "Look at this game! Bueno made kind of this game where you go into the Tokusatsu network and kill members of the Tokusatsu network." I'm like,
that's awesome. Like, you trolled the shit out of those.
And I was all like, they obviously didn't play the game. So, and then like everybody has like ever since, everybody has been like, yeah, Bueno's like a school shooter, man. He's like a school shooter. He makes this game where you kill real life people, and like so none of them know that you go in the game, and there's a building that. Like, the Tokusatsu network is a website. It's not even a real fucking place.
Yeah.
So here's a building, Tokusatsu. It says TokuNet headquarters, and then like you go in there, you hack like doors and like fight against a bunch of Stregas. But like they're all like, "No, we're in the game. We're in the game. You don't use excuses. We're in the game." And like, so they're super delusional. They say they play the game even though they haven't played it. And yeah, it's just. It's been, but I just let them have their way, because like again, they tried to cancel me before. Oh yeah, I also like did a joke with Strega, the crowdfunding, because and that's why people say like, yeah, Bueno betrays people, he lies to people, he's a liar, he's a lie, he's a sack of lies. Because what I did as an April Fool's joke was say, you know what? You Tokufans, you're all right. I'm a pervert, and I'm a terrible human being. I give up, and I've officially sold Strega to Toei. and like they're all like all the Tokufans are like, whoa, this is the next Kamen Rider, because I already had the suit, right? So I took photos of the suit. I already shot like an action preview of the suit, So I had like stills and stuff like that, and everybody was all like, I don't believe it because Bueno would have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. So I think this is a lie, but we'll have to see if this is true. And so they're all like, whether they believed it or not. I had like people in Germany saying, "Oh, Eugen, this is the next Kamen Rider, Eugen," and like there's like 500,000 views on. I have like a meter. I have a barometer on the post. It's like 500,000 views or something like that. And I was like, "Holy shit, this blew up!" And like the whole world is like, "This is the next Kamen Rider." And so
phenomenal PR.
it was. I'll send some photos later on if I can find them. It was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, please do.
And like and so all these people, it got like so many views, and like all these people are super stoked, and there's like but there's some like hardcore fans are all like, Bueno wouldn't sell his soul like that. He wouldn't sell. And then like I said in a long post, is like I chose like the worst people for the like to make about the faux project as well, right? Like you've seen Superhero Tyson?
Yeah,
I'm aware of it.
It's terrible. It is probably one of the worst tokusatsu films ever made. And Osamu Takeda, or Osamu Kaneda Osamu, he's the director of that. And so like I chose it, and also the abbreviation is Superhero Tyson, so SHT. So I called it shit all the time. So I did a long time ago on my YouTube channel, on the Garage Hero channel. I called them the shit reviews, and we would just like make fun of the movies. Like it was just, if it's a terrible tokusatsu film, we just like ruined the whole movie, and it was funny and hilarious. Like but yeah, basically like I said, yeah, I'm going to sell my film Strega to my character Strega to Toei and ADK and TV Asahi, and it's going to be directed by Osamu Kaneda of shit. produced by Shirakura, and we just took like a random face of like because like they always pick the winner from Ju-on Superboys, like the pop idol contest. They always pick a winner from that to be Kamen Rider, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I took a photo of like one of the nominees from Ju-on Superboys, like, yeah, this guy's gonna be Strega, Kamen Rider Strega. And then like everybody's all like, look guys, this is the next guy, this is the next actor. And then that guy got confused. He got flooded with like all these DMs, like what's Kamen Rider Strega? Oh, I guess, yeah, okay, that's awesome. That sounds awesome. I'll be Kamen Rider Strega. And so like
yo,
and then like yeah, like it just blew up, man. It was it worked awesome. So good. It worked so good, right? And then I was like, April Fools came around, and I made a video outside of Bandai, because that's where the Kamen Rider statue and Ultraman statue are, right? So I made a video outside of Bandai, and then like I put like Mr. T. He's like, it's April Fools, and like like everybody got pissed off.
Filtered.
They got pissed, but like, and I said like, even though like, yeah, I didn't sell to Toei, Strega's happening. It's a real film. It's my film, and I'm going to make it. And then everybody's all like, "It's not Kamen Rider. Well, it's gonna suck now." I was like, no, it was never Kamen Rider. I just wanted to see if you would like it, even if it wasn't. And then like, well, it's not official, so it's gonna suck. What does that even mean? What does official mean? Like, you mean like sponsored? It's like
corporate, maybe?
Yeah, corporate. Like they wanted to be corporate.
The Toei
And it's like-
seal of quality, they say.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
want that, like,
Oh,
you know. And then the video is funny because I just shat on Tokufans the whole time. They're all like, because they're all like mad. They're all like, Bueno, way to bite the hand that feeds you. Well, first of all, I
What
paid
the
for
fuck?
gun caliber. I was like, well, first of all, Tokufan, I paid for gun caliber out of my own pocket. And second, I'm probably going to pay for Strega out of my own pocket. You've never fed me. I was like,
the fuck?
yeah. So again, they have that bravado, right? They have like
Yeah.
all of them have like a huge ego, yet they have no resources, and
Mhm.
neither are they useful. You know?
Mm.
So, you know, so I continued on and like just kept on shitting on them, and then, and this is in the video, an intern from Bandai walks out, and she's super cute. I'm like, hey, what's up? I was like, what are you doing out here? I'm like, I'm filming a video for YouTube. What kind of video? You don't want to know. And I was like, do you like, it's like, so because we're right beside Kamen Rider, like, do you like Kamen Rider? And she's like, yeah, I like Kamen Rider. And like, oh, which one's your favorite? Agito, I guess. I'm like, that's a good one. That's a
really
good one.
taste, yeah.
Yeah. And then
Strega's
it's like,
pose is based off of that, right?
no, it's reminiscent. I'll get to that in a bit. Remind me. Though.
Okay.
So, but like we just keep on. I just keep on like hitting on the girl as I'm doing the video where that bashes Tokufans.
That's
I'm
fucking
so, like,
based.
Yeah. In the comments are like, dude, Bueno trolls the entire Toku community, and then he gets a girl from Bandai. That's what a fucking Chad.
they're wrong.
Yeah.
Who likes Agito? What a Chad. And then like. Because I was just like filming myself, like, yeah, we're gonna go have lunch now, bye. And then she's all like, yeah, bye. Yeah. So, but yeah, the pose for Strega. That's actually so I did wushu, right?
Mhm.
So I did Chinese wushu, and then the hand going out with the finger pointing. That's from Southern Fist in
Mm.
Chinese martial arts, in the Chinese wushu. Some Southern Fist.
Mm.
And then the pose is obviously Kamen Rider, but
Yeah.
with, you know, two fingers sticking out instead of the, you know, the hands. So
Mhm.
that's what like the Strega's henshin poses consisted of.
Okay, so is that where Agito got it from then?
Trust me, Agito did not get it from me. I was like,
No. Did Agito get it from like the martial arts? I mean,
yeah. I think it's from like because like Takaiwa, before he did Agito, he was in Time Ranger, so he did karate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was a Time Red. So, but actually, Agito is kind of like half karate, but also with kenjutsu, like with kendo, tate.
Mhm.
So with that's also why, like, you know, when Agito does the pose, and then the guy blows up behind him, that's actually from samurai films, like Chambara.
Mm.
Mhm.
Like when
Like kabuki theater type stuff, right? Because that's where like Toku really started from.
Toku, so the way it goes is you had the actual battles, and then you have kabuki, which in turn was like kenjutsu and stage combat, and that transferred over to tokusatsu, or action and then tokusatsu,
Mm.
because they had like samurai dramas of old, right? So
Yeah.
they took the from kabuki to make kenjutsu, which was used in the chambara dramas, and then mixing modern day action with that, they imported it into tokusatsu. Like the whole Super Sentai thing, the reason why they do the roll call, on channel AAC, they have a whole video about it. But basically, in the old days, if you had like Ieyasu fighting against like Takeda Shingen, they don't have like cell phones or anything like that. So that's why they announced each other. because like, so if I was like, so for example, like Hattori Hanzo versus Yagyu Jubei, they don't know, they've heard of each other. They probably heard of each other through other people, but that's why they do like, my name is Hattori Hanzo of like the Iga Ninja clan. And then like, I'm Yagyu Jubei, to on guard, So that's why in Sentai, they do that, because that actually started from the feudal times into Kabuki and then over into entertainment. So that's why they do the Sentai roll call and all that. That's why the West doesn't really understand it, right?
Yeah.
Like that, again, Tokufans will only think it's part of Tokusatsu. It's like, that's not true. It's part of real life, then Kabuki, then that. So, because again, like Yagyu Jubei doesn't know the face of the guy they're going to kill. And then the guy who's going to kill also doesn't know Yagyu Jubei is there to kill him. Because like if they didn't do that, anybody could say, "Oh, that's Yagyu Jubei," and then they would believe it, because again, there's no internet, there's no phones, there's no photos or anything. So the only thing they could do is like announce themselves so that they could deter all the rumors of who's who. So they always, that's why in theater, like, when the kaijin in Tokusatsu, the kaijin are like, "Who the hell are you?" And they're like, "Time red, time green, time blue, time yellow, time pink, time ranger." It's because, that's from Kabuki.
Dude, you do the stunts like in Strega, right? Even the suit stunts. Like that's you in the suit, right?
That's me in the suit, yeah.
In a way, you're kind of like this modern day Sammo Hung, because how athletic you are despite being so bulky and fat.
Guess I'll take it as a compliment, I guess.
I mean, Sammo Hung is a beast. You've seen his films, right? In the Kung Fu martial art films.
Well, the difference between me and Sammo Hung, though, is that he's been like athletic since he was a kid. I wasn't athletic at all since I was a kid. I was like, oh God, I probably like, I'm only able to do like aerial until I was like, what, 25, 26 or so?
Well, better late than
I can't do it anymore. I want to get it back one day, but
yeah, a lot of stretching out for sure. Like, what will your schedule be? Like, I'm fat. I'm like pretty bulky. Like, how can I be athletic as you?
Action doesn't really require. Rather than the physique, it's more about your heart rate. Like, do you have the stamina and like to handle the action? That's what's key. Like Sammo Hung, like he's huge, but the reason why he's able to do the action is because he has the stamina for it, right?
Yeah.
So, you take like Jackie and Sammo, like Jackie, who's like his younger brother.
Yeah.
He was able to, in their prime, right? Let's say in their prime, like they have the stamina. But Sammo was like what, 200 pounds, but he could move like a monkey.
Yeah.
Like he was just really nimble.
Yeah.
So it's more about like, well, do you have like the stamina to be able to do it, and can you build the stamina to be able to handle action? So because like, and also, does your body work with the action that you're doing? So if I'm in like Strega's suit, and then I'm able to like do a butterfly kick and then do a finisher with like double blades after, it's because I trained for that. To be able to do that move. But if somebody's trying to do it out of the blue, they're obviously going to hurt themselves.
Obviously, yeah. Like strained on the muscles in such a sudden movement would just like fuck it up. Yeah.
I think it's a little bit related, not exactly with like martial arts, but I think just in general, because you'll have some guys like you think they look like shit, they look trashy, but they're like really strong and they're really capable, and yet you'll have like the other guy who's like has like a like slim waist, like V taper and all that, but like he can barely lift anything. It's always like like what you can do practically versus like aesthetics. I always call it like real strength versus pretty boy strength.
This is the reason why, again, I'm rounding back, but like this is the reason why dancers are more suitable for action rather than martial artists,
Yeah.
right? Because like you're not really hitting each other, and so like you don't need the strength. What you need is like the posture, the stamina, and the coordination to be able to handle the action.
I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna, because I know my friend. I know for a fact he knows some dancers. So maybe, I mean, it's been
Yeah,
a year
I
since
know,
talked
like
to him
huge
about
people.
it. So
I know there's like some huge people I know they breakdance, and
Yeah.
but there was
they
a
may
whole
not be able.
dancing scene in Strega too. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that with Mai.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I wanted to kind of give her that, right, because like Mai, she likes dancing, so I gave her that scene to kind of show what she could do, and so like I wanted her to like, because she also likes K-pop, so like,
Such a
okay,
gentlemanly gesture.
yeah, like because like she's doing action the whole time, right? So it's like just she does her best, and I also kind of want to thank her for being in the film, so I gave her that
Mhm.
scene.
So, like, let's say I'm going to Japan and, like, I want the Bueno Rizonomics. Like, how can I get a Japanese girlfriend?
Well, you got to be able to speak Japanese.
Obviously.
Write that down. Write that down.
And then it's probably impossible for any foreigner, but like you have to kind of just kind of have a sense of Japanese culture and tradition as well. Like
Mhm.
if I said like you saw my joke about the whole Ein thing, the Kamerader Eins thing.
Yeah.
Did you get the joke?
I didn't.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So
So
I'm
you're not
never
going to be
getting
able.
late then.
There's
I'm never
no yeah.
able to see Japanese
It's
women naked. It's over
it's-
for me.
It's probably going to take a very long time, if not ever.
Mhm.
Like because like the reason why I'm with my girl is because she thinks I'm funny, and because I make jokes in Japanese, and those jokes usually are around Japanese culture, whether it be pop culture, traditional culture. Like,
Is she
okay,
also 17?
she's not 17; she's 32, dude.
Yeah, just trying to make a Strega reference.
So that means if she met other people, she'd be 22.
Yeah.
Do you tell
But,
people that she's 22?
I do not tell her age to other people. But like,
You're saying she's 42.
this is probably another reason why you guys aren't going to get Japanese women, is because like again, it's like these kind of assumptions, right?
You told us about the assumption, though.
So you're talking about how like you can't get a Japanese girl as a foreigner, but what, like just as a regular foreigner, but what if you were a scary foreigner?
They don't go for those either. I mean, like that's the whole thing with like what is it? There was like the whole like Muslim deal. There are people interviewing on the street. Hey, do you like Muslim guys? They're all like, no. Why? Because they're scary.
Okay, but what if he's like a chill one? Was that make it okay?
Chill, scary foreigner.
I remember seeing like one quote unquote chill Muslim guy trying to sing to like some Japanese girls. He's like, "Would you like to hear my song?" And then like the girl's like, "Yeah, okay." And then he's all like, and then the girls are all like, just that was nice. Bye. Just walked away.
Get him next time.
So
he's gonna repeat it.
And he
100
probably
times.
cursed them out in Allah's name or something like that after they left.
probably. I mean, like, I just got together. Like, for me, especially with how the times have changed, I just use like an app or whatever. Just use an app, whether it be Tinder or whatever. Just
I
swipe,
was wondering why there was
meet
no
somebody, and then
Japanese
they'll get-
women on 90 Day Fiance.
They have
Maybe.
we have our own apps in Japan
Mm.
for like matchmaking and stuff, because like we had we have Tinder, but like that was at a time when like all the Chinese women were posing as Japanese women, and they hijacked Tinder.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was bad. So like
Yeah.
I had to meet like 50 Chinese women before I met my girl.
Oh,
It was like a real Japanese woman.
You're a real trooper for that one.
Did a
man.
DNA
Goddamn.
test just in case.
No, but I also wanted to see like just where stuff went. Like I wanted to see like it would always like 90% of the time it would always be like a scam. It would just be like, so do you have crypto? I'm like, yeah, I got some Bitcoin. So how much Bitcoin? Well, not bad. I have like maybe like what, 1 or like 0.5, and she'd be all like, how would you like to double it? I'm like, no, I'm good. No, but like we could make money and get married. I'm like, can't buy love. And she'd be like, what do you mean?
True.
She'd be like, what do you mean? It's like, well, what I mean is you can't buy love, but you could definitely rent it sometimes. She'd be like, I don't understand. I'm like, bye, because like I knew that she was scamming me. And then
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Have any of them offered you to like, hey, here, sign up for my my premium, or like the West? It's like Snapchat. I don't know what it would be.
no, it's mostly crypto scams. It's mostly crypto scams.
Yeah, I've actually experienced some of that. I remember I knew a friend, and yeah, he had the same thing. Like random Chinese woman going like, "Do you have crypto?" So weird.
Yeah, but
dude, I bet they're not
like,
even hot Chinese women either. That's the worst part.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just out of the 100, you'll meet that one, and
yeah,
you know, like that's because like usually people like Japanese females, the normal way to meet one is through introduction. Like the females will ask their friends to introduce someone, and then the guys will also say like, hey, do you know somebody? And then like they'll introduce somebody, and they'll organize a get together, and then you just talk, and you know, and then you see if you connect. If you connect, if you connect, you do. If you don't, then she'll be all like, you're a creep, and then you just leave her alone.
Yeah,
and you just keep on repeating.
Again.
You just keep on repeating that.
Would
like,
cold
endlessly.
approach work in Japan, or would I get the cops called on me?
They never go for the cold approach, dude.
No, I'm
because
saying
like
if I were to cold approach one, like would she be
well, the
chill,
thing
or
is,
would
like,
I get arrested?
So again, this is a Japanese culture thing. There's these guys called scouts. What they'll do is they'll try to scout women to see if they'll join like Delivery Health or a Fuzoku or a Soapland or like a hostess bar or whatever. So if they see you come along, they're probably going to think the same thing. Like, oh, this guy just wants me to work at his bar or something like that.
What
if I'm a handsome
sleazy guy?
foreigner?
Or there's a sleazy guy who just wants me to like, you know, stand up for like one night and that's it. And then like if the girl goes for that, that's fine, because like usually you'll find, you know, you might find those kind of girls, but then they'll probably say like after you've done them, they'll say like, okay, pay up.
Yeah. Damn.
There's a story about like this one, there's like a legendary girl in Kabukichou who's like, she's like super hot. She takes anybody back to the hotel. It's like, pay up first though, and then she just unzips you, kisses your dick, and then leaves.
Oh no!
That's it. That's it. She's like, she's like the kiss and go. They call her the kiss and go girl.
Dude, I think that's Panchan, Jay. You gotta put her some sense.
God.
Yeah, it's like you pay like an insane amount of money, just smooch, bye.
Okay, is it at least like a passionate lovers one, or is it
just a peck on the pecker? That's it.
That's brutal.
Are you speaking from experience?
No way. No. I would never speak about something like that ever again.
Again.
Guys, he's on air. He's on air. We can't give him bad PR.
Yeah, true. Well,
yeah, but I mean, like that's all it is. Like that's how I met my girl. Just like effortless, you know, going through tons of like ridiculous women until meeting a decent girl. Even I don't even know if she's like a decent girl or not. I'm just like, you know, but I'm still seeing her. So, you know, but like she managed to.
She makes you happy, then that's great.
Yeah.
That's all
It's
it
more like
takes.
that. I mean, like
that's all that matters.
Love wins.
like she doesn't like Tokusatsu, but I'm like taking her step by step, and then like
Hmm.
I like Trigger, but I'm not an otaku about Trigger like she is, but she's showing me like,
Gridman?
actually, in Gridman, like Rika is curvy like this, and then Ayane is also curvy because of this. So it's like, oh, no, I didn't see that before, because like Rika has the hips, but then Ayane has like the boobs, right?
Yeah.
Like I'd never noticed that, but she knows about that because like she knows the director for Trigger for that kind of stuff. She knows the directors. She's like interned there.
Really?
Personally, crazy.
Oh shit.
When's give someone insider info? When's the new Gridman coming out?
So she's not gonna tell me that shit, dude. Come on.
We need to no. You like
sad.
slip in like the Strega anime, dude. Like you can call it like
I wish
Strega or something like that.
Yeah, I wish it'd be this dude. If I had a Strega anime, it would be like I'd totally get triggered to do it.
Yeah, dude.
You already Ohana would be down for it too, actually.
Dude, he would put like so many spikes on the suit, and people hate him.
Would that not be awesome?
All the animators would be like, "Fucking more spikes," because they hated him because of that, right? In MD Geist, like,
because I think if MD Geist, it was originally
all these
like
fucking
hentai
spikes. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's like to get a Japanese girl, usually it's through an introduction,
acquaintance, introduction,
or meeting them through like a date app, So
you heard it here first. Bueno the Love Doctor, love advices on the show.
Well, if they want love advice, just don't talk about yourself. No, seriously. Like you want to keep the conversation like 70 to like a ratio of like 70-30. You just keep on asking questions and make the girl talk about herself. The girl wants to talk about herself, and she wants a person to listen to her about her. They don't want to listen about. They want to. If you're a Toku fan and then you want to get a girl, you don't say like, I really like this. I really like Kamen Rider Decade because that was the first one that's introduced you. Do you like any Kamen Riders? Like, just like if she talks about that stuff, sure, go ahead. But like, just if she says she likes Kamen, okay, which is your favorite one? Okay, why do you like that Kamen Rider? Do you like any other ones? Do you like any other Tokusatsu? Have you seen this? Just keep the questions going. Do not talk about yourself because guaranteed you're boring as fuck. So just keep it about her. And just like then like she's gonna say, I've never had someone listen to me this much before.
That's
she's gonna guaranteed she's gonna say that.
Not just Japanese women, but women in general.
Just women in general. Like keep the ratio 30-70. And each time you talk, it should be a question. Just do not talk about yourself, because no matter how charismatic you feel you are, you have to think that you're the most boring person on earth.
That's true. And she doesn't even want to learn that much about you, because if she learns too much about you, she's just going to see you as boring. Like, oh, I already know everything.
She's going to get disinterested.
Exactly. Yeah, there's no excitement.
It's not even about mystery. It's just like, it's like once you like Tokufans start talking about themselves, they don't stop. And it's boring as fuck. I'm doing you Tokufans a favor. I'm giving you advice. You Tokufans, I'm giving you that advice.
Toku Riz chat.
Yeah, Bueno is giving better dating advice than Andrew Tate. You gotta take this to heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really appreciate this, Bueno. I have like no social skills, so I'm taking notes here. This is like worth its weight in gold. God bless you, man.
Dude, we watch Tokusatsu. None of us have social skills. We watch TV shows about people in spandex who have angst. Like that's not. It's not the most good, the best study material for people to like get life skills from.
Hey, I watched Jetman. Jetman taught me a lot of things.
Yeah, and you're probably gonna end up stabbed by a robber at your, right before your friend's wedding, man.
But at least I'll look really cool doing it.
Trust me, you won't.
Let me dream. Let me dream.
One of the most important things that I've ever learned is that you need to shoot the enemies in the dick.
In a philosophical sense, I guess. I don't know, but like, I guess
Hit him where
know,
it hurts.
I see it as like you only live once, and
Mhm.
if you want to talk to a girl, or if you want to make a tokusatsu, or if you want to travel somewhere, you might as well do it, because from a scientific standpoint, when you die, all you do is just become atoms. Now, whether
Yeah.
you decompose, if you get buried and decompose as a carcass and turn into humus for the earth to feed off of, that's fine. If you're, go the Shinto way and then decide in Japan that you're going to become cremated, that's you becoming dust too. Either way is just going to be like the day that you become, or the day that you fall asleep and don't wake up is coming, no matter what. So you want to meet that girl, make those calls or meet the girl.
Mhm.
You want to make a movie, you better save up. You want to travel, buy that ticket.
Mhm.
Just do what you want to do, because you're never going to be able to do it ever again one
Yeah.
day.
It's either
Yeah.
day one or one day.
Yeah, that's why I decided to do what I do. Why I make tokusatsu in the first place, because like they're the most difficult. It's the most difficult medium to work in and make. And I feel that if you can make a tokusatsu, you can make anything.
Pretty much.
Because like, think about it. Like with a drama, it's like you have two actors in front of a camera, maybe some lighting and sound, and you film a drama. But with tokusatsu, you have zoke, you have action, you have CG, you have on top of a compelling script. With, if it's a Sentai, you have up to 5 actors that have to work in unison with each other, with their characters. So that's why I felt like it's now or never. I should try to, if I want to film something like that, I should try and do it, because one day I'm not going to be able to.
Mhm.
And
Solid
I'm glad I did.
advice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad I did, because like, whether I'm able to or not, even if I'm able to make a sequel to Strega or not, I made Strega, which is one of the dreams I wanted to, like, I've had for like most of my life, to be able to do.
Mhm.
Make my own superhero movie, and I did it.
Yeah, man. That's such an accomplishment.
I feel
And
really
inspiration for
inspired. I
all.
feel really inspired now.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll get back to my little dream passion product, even though I haven't talked to him about it in a year. But better late than never, I feel
Yeah.
All
inspired
you
now.
all you
That's
got to
the
do is just do
message.
it. All you got to do is do it. Like, in terms of tokusatsu, or just like once you make the suit, you're committed.
Yeah.
Because like you have to film it. You have a suit, you're committed, you have to film it.
Mm.
Cameras are very readily available these days. Editing software is virtually free. You can learn
Yeah.
anything on the internet.
Yeah,
Like
but you
through
can't. You
YouTube,
can't.
right?
It takes more effort to make a suit, though. That's why if you start,
For
it's
sure.
like in terms of filmmaking, whether it's a tokusatsu or an action movie or a drama, I always start with the difficult stuff first.
Mhm.
So the fight scenes require a lot of choreography, people, and CG and time,
Mhm. Mhm.
and it's to schedule like 10 to 15 people to help you shoot a fight scene. It's hell. So I try to get that stuff out of the way first. So once that
Mhm.
stuff's done, not only do I have an action scene, I also have some teaser footage that I could show people to
Like
push the
elevator
project
pitch,
along.
right?
Yeah. So like that's why I made like a fight scene first when I was doing Strega, because I wanted people to see what I wanted my vision, right? I want to make this cool Kamen Rider like superhero that kicks the shit out of the bad guys and gets the women. And then people put money into it because of that. So it's just like,
Mhm.
first of all, what's your vision? And then the steps is like, get the difficult stuff out of the way first, because the easy stuff, you could easily do that anytime. The difficult stuff takes more time to do. That's why it should get out of the way first. Once you do
Mhm.
that stuff, the project becomes smooth sailing.
Pretty much. So one other question I had. You mentioned that after this recording, you're gonna go shoot with Hayate Masao of Karate Kill. So I was wondering, do you have a lot of connections with like Japanese filmmakers like that? Like indie filmmakers? Like you said you had dinner with Noboru Iguchi, you knew Tomomasu, you were in the same film circle and stuff. Is that a thing that has to do with like being in the AV community, or it's just like a film thing?
I think it comes with being in Japan, because Japan is a small
Mhm.
ass nation. I mean, like, it's not
Yeah.
even the size of California, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a small island, right? So there's naturally, like, there's a lot of people I never thought I'd meet, like Takaiwa Seiji. I never thought I would actually meet him. Now I shot like 4 short films with him, and then
Hell yeah.
like produced, and then he also helped shoot his own little Sentai that he produced, right? So
Mhm.
it's just a small country, and it comes with being here, like
Mhm.
all those connections and all those things. Like Nishimura, the guy who did like the
The
Tokyo
Tokyo
Gore
Gore Police.
Police.
Yeah.
He
That's
lives.
crazy.
He literally, his office is just down the street from where I live.
Nice.
So that's like the kind. Just again, it's just because I live in Japan. So
Mhm. Crazy. Well, is there any like upcoming projects other than Strega 2 that you want to work on?
well, I tried shooting 2 action films, or 2 shorts, action shorts recently. I mentioned this earlier on in this podcast, but like,
Mhm.
I tried filming 2, and there was like a bunch of stuff that I forgot, and stuff that I kind of missed out on because I'm just getting old, right? So I think my muscle memory needs to kick back in. So what I
Mhm.
want to do is I want to just film action shorts, whether they're a minute long, 2 minutes long, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes long. I want to film 24 action shorts from the new year, and just keep on pumping them out. Just shoot them and edit them, upload them, just repeat.
Mhm.
And I just want to do 24 of them. And so far, all these people are like, "You're crazy." I've never heard of anybody doing that, but I want to do it, and we'll see what happens, whether I'm able to do it or not.
Will they be
So
readily available to watch from the
yeah, I'm
West
gonna
as
upload
well?
them. Yeah, I'm gonna upload them on YouTube,
Awesome.
and I want to be able to like put some. There's like maybe 1 or 2 that I want to put in a film festival, but we'll see how
Hell yeah.
how they turn out though. I just want to film anything. I just want to film
Mhm.
like action promos, whether
Mhm.
it's a commercial for somebody, or an action short film, or somebody's like showing off on a promo video or something like that. I just want to shoot like action, because I only
Mhm.
work twice a month, and I want to do something with that time.
Mhm.
So I want to use the time readily available to me for shooting other people's stuff, and also get back into that groove before I could, because I can't shoot Strega 2 just yet. So I want to kind of get back into that groove of like filming
Mhm.
stuff first before I do that.
Mhm.
And so yeah, I don't know if I'm going to
You
be able to do 24, but hopefully I could do 24.
Where can
Mhm.
people support you if they want to send you some money?
They could send it directly to Garage Heroes PayPal. It's just like a Garage Heroes mail.
Perfect. What's
Great.
the address? Tell it right now. Tell us.
Yeah, it's like a garagehero7@gmail.com.
Perfect. You heard that, ladies and gentlemen at home. Send him money. We want to see more Bueno content.
I
Mhm.
wanted to. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a Patreon, but like I think they changed the rules. You have to be more frequent and stuff now. So I don't
Yeah,
think like
Patreon. Well, there's Gumroad. Maybe you could try that, but I don't
maybe,
know.
because like I'm filming stuff, so I take forever, right? Like
Yeah.
I can't like upload, and also like if I do that, I need somebody else to do it. I can't do it myself because I'm gonna focus
Mhm.
on the creative. So I need somebody else
Mhm.
to like manage the account for me and the posts.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's why I haven't done no Gumroad or no Patreon or anything like that, because I just don't have the resources for it.
Mhm. Mhm.
and you got to be constant. So
Yeah. Otherwise, people will get uninterested, or like the algorithm in page
Or they'll just
will get
unsubscribe.
pushed down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of blows, but yeah. So, oh shit! You actually, when we're like DMing the first time, you offered me to become like a producer for Strega too. Is
If you
that
have the
obviously?
money,
Yeah. How much? How much are we speaking? I actually
well,
told a couple of friends.
it's nowhere in the millions or 100,000s. It's nothing like
Okay.
that at all. Like
Like,
I'd say, like realistically, I'd say like maybe like this is you're gonna laugh at how cheap this is.
I don't know. I wouldn't. I mean,
It's
it would. I'd be
I'd
impressed
say like
rather.
I'd say $50,000, $60,000.
60,000. Oh,
For a feature?
yeah.
No,
Like
for
yen? 60,000
so
yen?
no, dollars US.
Oh shit.
I'd
That's
say
that's pretty like average. I'd say like budget for indie production at least.
no, like I hear all these indie productions they like get like $1 million. Like
Oh,
1
fuck.
million. Like 1 million apparently is like low budget.
Yeah.
Well, those
That's
like if
dumb
we're
as
talking,
hell.
yeah, if we're talking about like A24, like art house, whatever, it's always like a money laundering scheme. So that
Yeah.
is very like inauthentic prices, anyways. Like price
Yeah.
range, like
Yeah,
budget.
so I'd say like for Strega 2, and this is like a 20 episode series. Yeah, I'd say like 60,000, 70,000 or so.
Mm.
I'd say 70,000. Like for promotional stuff to be able to like fly around and like promote it and stuff.
Mhm.
I'd say $70,000.
70,000.
Yeah, 70 grand.
Have
All right, all
been,
you Toku fans at home, send him your money right now.
I also want to put it into the game, right? I want to put it into
Yeah.
like into the Strega fighting game as well.
Yeah, like a multimedia project. I really love what you've done with it so far. It's amazing.
Can you
But
give us
with-
like quick details of the Strega fighting game? Because I'll be first in line to stream it. I
Same
humble brag.
here.
I got a decent audience, so
Yeah, what
decently sized
consoles would it be for? Because I'll play it with my friend Godfast. We'll do like little versus streams.
Well, we should do like a big collab stream or something. That would be tight.
I
yeah, dude.
again, I posted this on Twitter on X about like how people probably like frown if I say this, but I want the game to play like Strive.
Guilty Gear, right?
Yeah, Guilty Gear Strive. I like a lot of the stuff that people hate. I like the huge counter hits. I love the roaming cancel system. It's amazing. It's like the best it's ever been. And just the gameplay overall. I just like it. There's some stuff that I don't like the combo system. If anything, the combo system from Undernight and Melty Blood, that's what I want to use. The reverse chain. Because like basically in Guilty Gear, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the structure. You cannot change the structure of the combo. In Strive, they only change it to 1, 2, and then a special move. But in Undernight, Inbirth, and Melty Blood, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 4, 3, 2, 1, or 2, 1, 3, 4, or whatever. As long as you're not repeating the same attack when you're standing or crouching, you could do the same button twice if you want. And then you could make it allows for more combo freedom, or what the FGC likes to say, more expression, player expression, quote unquote. Bullshit. Anyways, but like it's a fun combo system. I always liked the combo system that Undernight had, but like I never really liked the aesthetic.
Yeah, Undernight is like too anime.
I like it's okay, but like the combo system is where it's at. It's super fun.
What about BlazBlue? Do you like BlazBlue?
Yeah, I like BlazBlue, but like
Nice.
for Battle Integra, that's what I kind of also want to add. That I want to add some stuff from Blaze Blue, like the overdrive,
Mhm.
having like a kind of like a what is it? What do they call it? Like it's like a comeback system, comeback mechanics.
Oh yeah.
Like I like anime, so when Goku turns Super Saiyan, when he turns Super Saiyan, I love that stuff. But people think that, especially since Street Fighter V, they hate it.
Oh,
with
what
like
the
the
hell?
whole with V Trigger, like when it's like they don't people like all of the old school FGC players think that you shouldn't get rewarded for losing.
Level 3 X Factor Virgil.
Yeah. Level 3 X Factor or V Trigger or anything. You shouldn't get rewarded for losing. That doesn't make sense. So, but me, again, I like anime. So I don't mind, having overdrive from Blaze Blue in my game, so that people can have that, you want to become a Super Saiyan? Okay, just pop overdrive and then like become a Super Saiyan and like, win against the guy. I like those moments, but like, I agree. When you have too many of them, it kind of distills stuff. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how it all pans out. I mean, this is just stuff that I want, but like, I don't want to. Like, I can't make promises about anything. But I know that like I want this in the game. This is my vision for the game, and what to expect of it. So for now, I think the closest thing you could play is Guilty Gear Strive. For like a feel about how the game will be, because I want it to move and play like that.
You should also do like a April Fool's like a joke with Battle Integra and say like Arc System Works bought the game. I'm no longer behind the project.
That'd be a good throwback.
I don't know if that's gonna. I already did that once, so I don't know if people are gonna fall for that again. But like,
but what if you added it? Like, what if you announced that they added like the trans femboy character in the game?
Yeah, all the lefties will really appreciate that.
This is the thing I noticed, like most tokusatsu, especially modern stuff. Like the pretty boy actors, they just happen to be in like BL dramas, like boys love stuff.
They're paid to, right? Like, I mean, like that's what Boken Black. Like Boken Black, he did that. He was just like he did lots of V cinema, and then after Boken, he's a super smart guy. Like when he saw the whole Sentai on its way out the door, he saw that thing coming from like a mile away. When they started like the whole Tokusatsu, Toei Tokusatsu fan club stuff, like he was like he already got like hints ever since then. He was like, I've been curious ever since they started that. That's what he said, like straight quote. But like, he just as a job, it's like we need you to play as a gay guy. It's like okay, and then they plays a gay guy. So
I told you it was
like,
professional.
Yeah.
Well, that's what professionalism is, right? Like, so I mean, like for the game, I just want to focus on making it good, not focus on like a gimmick, like maybe with the whole, April Fools and stuff. I just like fighting games. That's why I want to make.
Yeah, it's very passionate effort.
Game.
Yeah,
and then I want to make it so that like again, this is why listen. I've been playing fighting games since 1992. All right, I've been playing ever since Street Fighter 2. But even me, I want everybody to play fighting games. The whole accessibility in fighting games argument, that's everybody's sick of hearing it, but I want to have like the smart controls. I want to have like the heavy counter hits, and I want to So like I want everybody to be able to play it. If you played fighting games before, you'll be able to play my game. If you haven't, you'll be able to play my game. Like over here, like one of you played Smash, right?
Yeah.
So
speaking of which, I was gonna ask you a question pertaining to Smash. So,
first let me finish. So, like, if a Smash player wants to play my game, we have the smart controls for that. They don't need to push like quarter circle with punch to do a fireball. They could just press one button, or they could press forward to do a DP, or they could press down to do another special move with a special button. Like, I want to be able to, open that door for other players and let people play it, so that people can get together and play the game. Because nothing would be more shitty than having people say nobody plays this game. That's the worst.
True.
Are
If
there
you
going
have
to be
a-
sexy characters?
Well, yeah, it's Garage Hero.
Okay,
so-
awesome. Just making sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so is there gonna be like an adventure mode like Subspace Emissary? Because like I would absolutely play that with my boys.
I want to do a story mode in like the vein of like Shadow Lords from Killer Instinct,
Hmm.
where it's like choose your own adventure on a world map, and you just go to like each part of the map and you fight whoever, right? So, but you could do all sorts of other stuff in this mode as well. So it's like, it's all text. So if you wanted to take, like, for example, you're able to make a party in the story mode, and it'll be like Strega, Versago, and then Stryker, the president. So you make a party with them, and then you have the fights. You go around the map and you fight and stuff. But you could also make it so that you could just dispatch, and then it'll be like quick match, right? So you just send Stryker out to fight. You don't see the fight, but he comes back with resources. So he'll have like you'll come back with like gold or like synthesis materials that you use for armor and stuff like that. And this is all just text. You're all just reading this stuff and selecting, like, would you like to send out Versago to fight against these criminals robbing a bank? And then you go yes, and then it'll say like, the criminals have been arrested, and her fame has gone up. Everybody loves Versago. Plus, so you get plus 50 hero points or something like that, So like, it has to be like heavy on narrative, because I want this to be a story mode, but at the same time, we can't be heavy on story because people want to play the game, right? So it's finding that balance. I feel like something similar to like the Shadow Lords mode in Killer Instinct. That is what would probably suit the Strega fighting game's story mode best, so that they have an adequate amount of story and a bit of choose your own adventure, but you're still playing a fighting game.
We're like shit talking, like Tokufans and stuff, but like fighting game fans in comparison, they far
Don't get me started,
worse.
bro.
Yeah.
Don't get me. Don't get me.
So I helped run a fighting game event called Tatakai Tuesday over at Red Bull Gaming Sphere in Nakano.
Mhm.
And some of the most socially retarded people go there. I know a Marvel player. He's Japanese. A Marvel player. He puts his face against the screen because I guess he's been like playing video games for like the longest thing. He puts his face against the screen. He had his head on the table one time. He had his head on the table. I'm like, what are you doing? He takes his head up. He's writing something. I was like, that's how close he has to be to write. He has to have his head on the table near the pen. I was like, what are you doing? Are you okay? I thought he was crying or something. He looks up at me and he's writing.
That sounds horrible.
There's
There's
one guy who's like morbidly obese, and then he doesn't use a chair, so he just sits on the ground. He's like Jabba the Hutt. If you saw, imagine Jabba the Hutt with a fight stick. That's where.
Please send us pictures.
I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to him and take a photo and say like, I'm doing nothing.
Okay, is there at least
Learning.
like has he at least ever showed up on stream before? Right?
I think,
like
yeah, I think it's hard to miss him.
Rocks.
But yeah, like I think he broke a chair, so he just doesn't use a chair.
Poor fella. Is he good at the game?
Yeah, he's good at Tekken.
Hell yeah.
It's the
he
only
a Bob
stick
bait?
is gonna hold.
I
Yeah.
have no idea. Well, it's Tekken 8, so I don't know. But Bob isn't there. But like, yeah, there's on like there's like some weird guy who just like I don't know if he took his medication or something, but he would just like blurt words out loud and then like
Oh, like Tourette's?
maybe it was like Tourette's or something like that. But like, you know Majin Obama? I don't know if you know Majin Obama.
No.
He's like, yeah, he's
Majin Buu,
like,
but Obama?
yeah, Majin Obama. He's an organizer. He's an organizer for events as well, for fighting game events in Tokyo as well. But he would be all like, "Yo, you gotta leave. Come on, let's go." And then like the guy'd be like, "Why?" He's like, "Because you're an ass." Like that's the reason why. Yeah, Obama's pretty funny. He's like he's a pretty funny guy. Oh yeah, my birthday, the birthday video, the birthday video. Yeah, I mean, I got those guys in Africa to make a birthday video for him. It's pretty funny.
I want to hire these guys so bad. I've had it in my mind for a long time.
Yeah,
It's so funny shit.
okay. There's an option when they message you online. They say like, option, would you like us to kiss the photo? And I say, please. And then you say yes or no.
Yeah. You say extra, I think.
You say yes or no, and I said, please kiss the photo. Then I said it to Obama. He just laughed his ass off. He's like, "What the fuck is this?"
That's
it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. So
yeah. So, let's try to wrap it up here. Jason, you had like one final question for Bueno, I think. What was it?
I think I asked my question earlier.
It was something Tim Hortons related, like a local thing.
Yeah, what's your Tim Hortons order?
I'm sorry, man, but when I started eating donuts in Canada, that's when Krispy Kreme came along. So I really didn't order any Tim Hortons, man.
Fake Canadian. You got to take that out of your bio.
Yeah, I'm kind of. I don't know. After hearing what like Canada's like right now, I'm pretty proud to not be Canadian.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Yeah. All right. So for our listeners who are like more into art house films and stuff, like where can they like access or watch Strega, and like where can they order?
Shell out all your stuff, bro.
There's a couple places, but like I heard there's like there's places that have Strega where it's uncensored, but there's other places where it is censored. So I don't know where those places are. I'm not sure if Tubi has censored it. I'm not sure if like I know that Amazon censored it.
Amazon censored. That's fucked.
Yeah, Amazon. I know that Amazon censored it. But like, yeah, if you're gonna watch Strega, buy the DVD. Just like, I just do that all the time. Just like Strega on DVD and digital. Mm-hmm. If somebody asked me like, "What do you think of Palestine?" I'm like,
"What the
Strega
fuck
out
is
now."
that?
Yeah, I'd be all like, Strega out now on DVD and digital.
Okay, what would Strega say about the Israel and Palestine conflict? That's what I'm thinking about.
Strega out now on DVD and digital.
That's the correct response.
Yep. Each time it's like, so are there two genders? And I'll be like, Strega out now on DVD and digital.
That's the correct attitude to have.
It's the correct answer to everything.
Yeah,
it looks like you can watch Strega on Amazon Prime Video subscription, on Asian Crush, and also Filmzy for people in the West.
Yeah,
That's
Asian Crush was uncensored, right? You said Asian Crush was uncensored?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if again, like I don't know which one is censored and uncensored, but like
Asian Crush says it's 1 hour and 25 minutes long. It's about length. I think that's like uncensored.
It sounds right, but the best way to watch it is the DVD. Just order the DVD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just order the DVD or watch through digital on the same page.
Yeah, Strega out now on digital and DVD.
Mm-hmm. Great. Thanks for coming.
If anybody
on,
asks you that, yeah. No worries.
It
no
means a
worries.
lot.
I'm stealing that, by the way. Even if it's like nothing talking about Strega, if someone asks me some like really weird question, Strega out now, digital and DVD.
Yeah, shill it as much as you.
That's
I
the new
actually,
deflection term.
I actually got a
Well-
lot of my friends to like buy the DVD like recently.
So there's this guy called Callisto, and he's a guy he was on this show called Grilling. If you look it up on YouTube,
Yeah,
look
yeah. Sniper
then
out now on all digital platforms.
that's all you do. Yeah, that's all. It's like, how do you? So, how would you treat me as a lady if we would go out on a date? And it's like, snipe out now on digital platforms. It's like, no, but like, okay, so how many women have you slept with? Snipe out on all digital platforms. It's like, you are so fucking annoying.
I'm
Just
stealing
watch that.
I'm
Yeah.
stealing that. I'm stealing
That's
that.
why anybody asks me like, how old are you, Bueno? Strega out now on digital and DVD. Every time.
Awesome. Oh yeah. Fuck. All right, man. Thanks for hopping on. We don't want to keep you up long. You got like
W
a whole
collab.
day. Yeah.
Best
No
of luck.
worries.
Thanks. Best of
Arigato,
luck.
bueno sensei.
Strega out.
Arigato,
Strega
bueno
out now on
sensei.
DVD and digital.
You know what to do. You already know what to do, man. You already know what to do.
Thank you so much.
Strega out now on DVD and digital. You heard it
Yeah,
right here, guys.
By the way, P.S. Strega out now on digital and DVD.
All right. Great stuff. Great stuff. Man.
You'll piss off so
And
many
you're right
Toku fans.
there.
Dude, you'll piss off so many Toku fans. There's a Toku fan. I kept on replying to all his posts with that. He was all like, "Are you joking? Are you joking or are you serious? I don't know." And then he just blocked me afterwards.
I posted like a Strega clip because I watched it recently, and someone like quote tweeted saying like, "Oh, Strega in the big 2025." Like, what that's not even supposed to be being. Like, I didn't even know that had that kind of reputation. Like, again, like 85 viewers on Letterboxd. All the reviews are in Japanese because that's the only people who have seen it. And yeah, there's some kind of reputation.
And us. We
Yeah,
watch it.
and
Yeah,
I
just
love it.
Hell
just
yeah.
the only thing you do is like spread it like AIDS. The only thing you do. It's the only
At
thing
the
you can
water
do.
park.